Okay, we should be back. Sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. Sorry, the YouTube stream got reset. That's always the worst when the YouTube stream gets reset. Sorry about that, fellas. Here is the new YouTube link. Big Lepa silencing. It's always Big Lepa. That is true. That is true. No, that's a bug on my end. I need to switch. We should be back. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about that. There's a bug on Streamlabs. Whenever I end a clip, sometimes it just crashes. The whole app just crashes. It's snowing fun. Okay. Yo, can we talk about why are people, I mean, I know people are mad, but like, it's about to be fucking Christmas, bro. Can we get some, the world, you know what it is? I think winter cheer will save the world. I don't care what holidays you celebrate. I believe in winter cheer, okay? Call me a fucking naive who from Whoville. I heckin' love snow. I fucking love snow. I fucking love snow. I love winter. I believe, bro. I'm hopium. Catch me on my hopium shit. Winter's the best time? Yes, based. Agreed. How much did I miss? Pretty much nothing. What's up, man? How you doing today, Ghoul? What's up, man? Good morning, beautiful. I don't know why I called you beautiful. Handsome? Kind person? I don't know. We're off the hinges today. Snoopy Christmas? Like the movie? Event prep today. In terms, I was trying to answer that great question. In terms of, I want to be clear. I'm rebuilding for Xmas, not as much. I'm not really in the Xmas prep stage yet, to be honest with you. I'm still processing things from Halloween, and I'm still in the rebuilding stage. I'm honestly not ready for yet. Chat on screen. I'll try to fix that. Thank you for the heads up. Hopefully that fixes it, but if not, it might just be down for a little bit. Sometimes the chat just goes down for a bit, which is unfortunate. There we go. Thank fuck. Okay. I like chat on screen. Okay, we're so back, fellas. Yeah, we're not quite in Xmas prep yet. We're not quite there. Already broke my knee. You broke your knee? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. If you want to play something, Pat, try to refresh. Try refresh if I'm not live for you. I should be back. Refresh. Things all for your playlist. That's okay. That is the sweetest. How much is Geometry Dash? Is it like $10 on Steam or some shit? Is it like? I should play Geometry Dash. I know people love it. It's one of those classic games. I don't think I ever played. I think I played games like similar to that, but not like, you know. I have to go straight to Texas. You have to work on Friday. I work 12 hours, 7 to 7. How far is the dude? What the? How far is the drive? Much love to you, man. This is a good question. This is a good technical question when it comes to the XP reamplifier. Pat, you're talking about how you wanted to XP train your Dendar. I was wondering, why don't you use XP share on it while you Jimmy run? Is it because you don't have access to the item on the Ironman account? So great question. I have access to XP shares, but I also, because I was able to get so lucky and win a catch event on my Ironman account and get 1,000 RP, which is, you know, the most valuable item on the Ironman account is the XP reamplifier, like one of the hardest things to get. And because why that's so important is because it splits the XP in a different way. XP shares split it 50-50, right? So if I were, you know, if I were doing this fight with my Typhlosions and then I had an XP share on my Dendar, half of the XP, 50% of the XP would be going into my Typhlosions, which are level 100. So that would just poof the XP into thin air. You would lose half the XP. That's just part of leveling with level 100 Pokemon. And then half of it would go to Gendar. With the XP reamplifier, the XP is split 75-25 or 25-75. So only 25% of the XP gets poofed into the Typhlosions, and the other 75% gets put into the Gendar. So you gain 25% more XP by using a reamplifier in this situation. Great question. The only problem is you have to make sure that you don't have other Pokemon that are like soaking up the XP. $5. That's awesome. That makes sense. 8-hour drive. You're my hero, dude. I hate long drives, let alone after work. You're crazy, man. Much love to you. That'll be a fucking strong day, a tough day. Great sausage roll, bro. Okay, the amount of sausage that they sell in Britopia does interest me, I'll be honest. How they were all right. Okay, Clarko. Okay, don't let Choco rage bait you. Choco is a rage baiter. I love him, but he's a rage baiter. We love the sausage. I respect it, man. I really do. The best ways to make Pokeyen right now are mostly pure yen methods, things like Jimmy runs, Chitter runs, but it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, Sandy Pond. You know what? Maybe I'll try to work on that when I can, man. I'd appreciate if you asked nicer, you know, saying things like, hey Pat, would you consider making a video on this? Or hey Pat, would you, are you versus like, hey Pat, make a video on this? Like, I kind of am a monkey that dances for you, but like not, not fully. Griggs is king. He's sacred here. I gotta try. I would love to visit Britopia, try all the food, decide what's good, what's not. Flipper's is amazing. Okay, what's funny. Okay, don't get me started. We're doing the food talk, man. Full English breakfast is probably fine. My beef with the full English breakfast, and this is my opinion, obviously, it has everything. It has everything, and then it has nothing. The full English breakfast has nothing that goes together. Like none of the flavor. Like the full English breakfast was like, hey, what leftovers do we have? Okay, throw it on a like. It's not a thought about me. Like nobody like crafted the full English breakfast. It was, we can't do this roundabout again. You lose. It's not like a thought out meal, it feels, and I love leftovers, and I love scraps, and I love putting a bunch of things. Last night I had leftover fucking spring rolls, I had leftover French fries, and I just put them on the same plate, like, just two little, and microwaved them. Like I love leftovers that don't necessarily have to go together, but that's leftovers. You can't serve me a bunch of leftovers on a plate and then be like bon apple teeth. Which is event, sir. I don't know if I have any great answers for you right now. It's just too far out, Hanyang, but I can try my best. Isn't that the point? Okay, the problem is Britopian has this problem of serving you a meal that was used to get by during World War II and then being like, this is the pinnacle of our cuisine. And it's like, the bombs aren't dropping anymore. What are you talking about? What do we do? Like, it would be the same. Okay, imagine if Americans, I'll play the opposite side, okay? Imagine if you met an American and he was like, bro, hot dogs are the fucking, I love being an American, doing an American accent is funny. Hot dogs are the fucking best thing. Hot dogs are the best fucking food ever, bro. Like, what about shit on a shingle? Okay, that's okay, wait a minute. Okay, shit on a shingle I love, but it's not, I wouldn't tell people it's the best thing. Like, I love shit on a shingle, but I wouldn't tell people, you can't say that. I agree. If an American was like, hot dogs are the fucking best food ever, I would be like, you're insane. Like, yes, hot dogs are an amazing way to utilize meats. Hot dogs are great for utilizing meat wastage. That's another people don't bring up that argument. Hot dogs are cheap. They save fucking the environment. That's my copium to eat more hot dogs. They're tasty. They're comfy. They're like you can make them in high quantity for barbecues. Like, hot dogs have their place. But anybody coming up to you and like screaming about how hot dogs are the best food ever is to me the same as Britopians being like full English breakfast, beans on toast, and it's like the beef Wellington is right there. Like, the beef, I've never had one, but the beef Wellington looks amazing. Like, why don't you just fucking claim that, bro? Just talk about the beef Wellington, man. That shit looks so good. Yeah, shit on. Okay, it's cream chipped beef is the better term, because you don't want to talk about a food that has the word shit in it. Hot dog is not a barbecue. Okay, hot dogs are definitely served at like a cookout. Come on, we're not that level of. Come on, we can't be like hot dogs actually aren't barbecue. They're not barbecue food. At a American, do you live in the U.S.? At an American barbecue, you will get served hot dogs. Yes, a cookout. Okay, I love cream chip beef over hot dog any day. Of course. Okay. Give me a bratwurst over a hot dog any day is like saying give me a fucking filet mignon over a skirt steak. It's just a higher quality cut. Yeah, of course. Of course. Some people prefer hot dogs over sausages. I don't trust those people. So, like, it's like bratwursts, Italian sausages, any sort of sausage, and like it's just a higher quality cut. till a hot dog is just a very, very low quality sausage, you know? Yeah, that's a shatter exclamation. I respect the hell out of that. Giga Chad, I love you so much. I'm German. I like hot dogs more than bratwurst. Okay, fuck. My argument's falling apart. I respect you, but I'm concerned for you, but I respect you. That's crazy. I love that you exist. I love people. Fuck, I love that. I love people. I love food opinions. Why are we talking about dumb guys? We're wasting our lives. We only have so much fucking the earth keeps spinning, the sun keeps going up, the moon comes up, bro. Why are we wasting our time arguing over the future of a fucking video game when we could be actually getting closer to it and fucking talking about the things that matter, like food and fucking video games, and we could be talking about cool shit. Meanwhile, we waste our time talking about 8% nerfs to fucking Pokeyen per hour. Like I love this game more than anybody, but there's just more important things we can spend our time on, boys. Holy crap. I love, yeah, food. I love like getting to know each other, man. I love meeting a German who's like, yeah, I love hot dogs more than sausages. That's fucking psychotic. I love you for it, but it's crazy. But I fucking adore you. Like that's, you know, God, it's just so, yeah. I love me, but it isn't US American with bacon. I can eat a ton of it. Okay. I appreciate you. Fucking bacon. It's pretty rare. We don't have a whole lot of non-Americans repping the American food. I'll be the first to say I think American food is like very fucking good. I always say like there's a reason why we have an obesity problem. Our food is so fucking good we can't stop eating it. Like it's not like you sometimes some Europeans gotta pick a side sometimes where like they'll be like, oh yeah, Americans are so fat, lol. Okay, valid. I'll accept that. You're guilty, fair. Also, your food is bad. Whoa, that's where I draw the line. You can't have both, you know? What do you mean? I'll take the fat critique. Valid, caught, cinema, you know, whatever it is. You can't say, oh, you can't. I draw the line that our food is bad. Our food is fucking dope, okay? Hit an egg shiny today? Dude, what was the Pokemon, dude? Congratulations. Shut up. You're rage baiting, Clarko. I refuse to engage with rage bait. I refuse. Why does this always appear? I refuse to engage with rage bait. You egged an Absol? Holy shit. Holy cope. I respect your counter argument. Present. I want more. I want more from you. Where you're from? I'm from fucking, where do you think? I'm from, not like a disrespectful way towards you. It's more of like a, I'm very stupidly American. I'm very stupidly American. That's the bit, bro. I love it, okay? Middle America? True. I don't know if that, I don't like that argument, honestly. No disrespect towards you. It's because if that same argument were to be presented towards me, I fucking hate that shit. Like I hate when I try to express an opinion of mine. Like if I say like Italian food is good, but it's not my favorite. Like if for me, like Italian food is good, but it's probably like D or C tier for me. All food is good, but in terms of all the culinary foods that exist in the world, Italian food is probably D tier or C tier to me. Immediately, pretentious people in chat will be like, have you been to Italy? How could you possibly say that when you haven't even been to Italy? Oh, have you been to Italy? No, fuck, shut the fuck up. Most people haven't been. You cannot use the argument of, oh, you think you dislike this thing. Well, actually you don't. I know your brain better than you do. You actually just haven't had fucking pasta made from piss water in the Italy river. Like what the fuck? Let me have an opinion. Let people share fucking opinions. What's up, Rumel? Are you coming at the this is a good, if we're gonna do a Tilted Tuesday, it should be about food. This shit is so fun, you know? That's what I'm here for. People say American food is bad? Yes, 100%. They just say it's unhealthy. Most people say it's, I run into a lot of people who say it's bad. If they said it's unhealthy but it tastes good, caught. I will give, I'm not even gonna argue that. That's, you know, more power to you. I think it's a little overblown, but like still true. There's still some truth to it. Sounds banger. It probably is Xerix. A bad Tuesday. Yeah, that's so real. Average viewer. Ramel, what's up, dude? Much love to you, man. Have you been to Italy? I'm gonna go to Italy with your mom tonight, okay? Giga Chad. I really don't like the, was there an alpha? Wait, wasn't there just an alpha parasect? What the fuck? Wasn't there just an alpha parasect? Is this alpha so early it's not even called yet? I'll fuck up a PB&J. Most people who think food is bad just can't cook. Okay, stop. You gotta... Guys, you gotta let people have opinions. I don't like arguments where it's like, oh, most people who think this thing only think it because of X, Y, and Z. You gotta let people... Now, it's funny to some... it's fine to like make jokes to some extent, but like some people, you can't actually... I don't know. We gotta be careful. Let me skip Misty, because Misty always fucks me up. What the fuck is a kilometer? Fucking K-Kona, brother. If someone's opinion is like not letting others have opinions, that's, you know, that's where we have to draw the line, right? That's his opinion. You cannot have opinions that disallow others from having opinions. That's like the problem, right? That's why I hate, that's a common thing you see on the internet right now, is people who will be like, fuck this group of people, and then you'll ban them, and they'll be like, you're silencing me. Wow, you're silencing me. Like, bro, you're literally telling people they can't exist for fucking being the way they are. Like, what are you mad about, you know? Just like they food? Okay, based. I'd rather you like, insult me. That's fair. Tyler Creator's boom bap. I can't even get me. Okay, I agree with you. We're not even gonna. No argument, Choco. Do you get Chad? Just on the Iron Man. Catch events are so fun on the Iron Man, but yeah, they take a lot of the PC space. Is crazy, man. And what researcher next? Unova is very, very good. Unova is very good. S4. Unova is a very powerful region to get done. I think you're an idiot. That's fucking fair. That's literally. I can't do I can't do it. No, you're perfect, Choco. Than usual during your dreamer runs. I'm not sure I don't know if I've noticed that, Boom. I'm not sure. No, he's just beaming. I've known Choco for like a decade I think longer actually. Maybe at least a decade for reference. What's the other things we can talk about, boys? I've been playing a lot of Mega Bonk. I think I'm up to 103 or 104 out of like 108, something like that, you know. Opinions. Okay, Mind Slump, I respect you creating a more valid argument out of what you said. So so your initial point was people who don't like food are generally just bad cooks. And then I was like, well, you shouldn't disallow from having opinions. And then your response is, bad cooks are allowed to have opinions. I have personally experienced people not liking steak until they realize they experience a good steak. So I get that. My concern, and I think what you're saying, there's some truth to it. My concern, I love taking food discussion overly seriously, by the way, but this is like all memes. Hopefully that's like very clear. But what my argument would be, I don't like that the first assumption is, oh, because you disagree with me, it means you just don't understand. I think that's a really dangerous like thought process, right? That's what's really like, yeah. I still not listen to fucking TPAB. Yeah, I still have not. There's just too many, yeah. I need to like, there's so many, you know, yeah. Too many video games to play, too many movies to watch, too much albums. You can't, yeah, you can't be like, yeah. Like, even though there's some truth to that, like there are really interesting philosophical arguments about how like, there are good arguments about how like dislike is just stems from ignorance or stems from not understanding, which is really a really tough thing for a lot of people to swallow, because it means like if you don't like something, you just haven't found the right way to enjoy it yet. But it's also like kind of vapid because we don't have enough time in our human lifespan to figure out how to like everything, you know, like type beat. So it's just a lot of, yeah. Does that make sense? Because you are wrong, Giga Chad. That's a good argument. I disagree because you are wrong. That I honestly, Giga Chad. I can't wait to actually visit all these places and give valid opinions. I live in the fucking melting pot, bro. Don't rage bait me. I agree because you are wrong. Giga Chad. Holy shit. Insanely Giga Chad. Sometimes you have to take Pat's mom to dinner because Pat won't change his mind. What does that even mean? Is it like... That's so good. Because I am right, Giga Chad. We should just be, dude, fuck, who gives a shit anymore, bro? People don't care anymore about... People don't give a shit right now about, like, actual, like, logic and argument. Not to, like, be that, like, facts and logic is very... I really care about facts and logic, personally. It's so cringe, but, like, you're like, people, like, literally don't... We should just be saying shit, chat. We should just be like, you know what, guys? I think the sky is orange. No, it's not actually. No, it's orange. Have you seen it? Have you been outside recently? Check it. It's orange. We should be lying. Well, who cares anymore, man? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody fact checks anything. Sorry, this is like so doomer, but it's just like, who cares, man? I do play other games, and I love video games, man. I have a channel called... Yeah, Pat, are you running for office? You sound like... I feel like I've... Fuck, dude, that's... you sound like really... You sound like a politician right now. Dude, actually based. Giga Chad. Orange the fruit or orange the color? I just go check, you know? Okay, don't bring up actual... I don't want to bring up actual names or... I didn't say orange to reference anybody. I was just saying... I could have said green. I was just trying to say color. I don't want to... People get really, you know, I don't want to bring up... Yeah. Chargers go outside. I am. I'll be honest. Ninja, I am. If that's my legacy, is trying to trick gamers to go outside, I'll do it, man. That's fucking, you know what? That's a real fucking experience, Gemini. How was it, man? I always hear like the Northern Lights are just so different depending on where you're... I've never seen them, so what do I know, you know? Dude, that was Step Up. Clarko, I have an upcoming PokeMMO project that I feel like you're gonna love. I don't want to spoil it too much. I can't wait, yeah. I need to... I think me and my wife might start it today. I recorded the intro. It's a new PokeMMO series. I recorded the intro. Trying to bore their computers? True. Bro, that's a genius strat. Oh, but someone asked about other video games. I've been playing a lot of Mega Bonk recently. Dude, this year has had so many good video game releases. That's a fucking beautiful shining light in the darkness in the world right now. There's been a lot of really good... Excuse me, I'm so sorry. A lot of really good video games this year. Mega Bonk's been a lot of fun. And then even going back... God, Clarko, what? I have not played Arc Raiders. There's just so many good games, man. I've been playing Middle Earth Shadows of Mordor. That game is fucking fun as hell. That game is sick, dude. Yeah, fuck, the new series, dude, that would be crazy. Okay, there are so many funny video ideas that I will never do out of... There's some really funny things in theory. Imagine a YouTube... I'm stealing this idea from G-Stroms. Let me give him credit. Imagine a video series where every time me and my wife get into an argument, we decide who's right over a game of PokeMMO PvP. Or like there was another one about like having sponsoring a sponsored wedding. Could you imagine, like, I get up to read my vows and I'm like, all right, guys, we are brought here today due to the love that me and my wife share, as well as Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you for the sponsorship. Oh, like, dude, we are being catered today by HelloFresh, Cook Unity, link in the description. Like, dude, it would be... There's some really fucking funny ideas that you can do with content that I will never do because it doesn't actually work out, but there's some really good memes there. What's up, Kieran? Sorry if I butchered your name. Happy to have you. Your joke to just tomorrow's reality. Please have a stream wedding. One day we'll have a set. We'll renew our vows and we'll do like a one day. I don't know if that's true, but we'll try. I have a math exam coming up. Any advice? I am literally the worst person to ask for math advice. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm the worst person at it. By a toxic gamer go to the church? It would be like an IRL event. Maybe we could do, I don't know, in game. Kind of cute. Yeah, math is easy, guys. Just follow the formulas. Duh. Don't get me started on fucking. Dude, I failed algebra 1 so many times. I hated algebra. Geometry, I passed first try. Geometry, I could understand. It was. I feel like I was always a. Are you guys are you geometry heads or algebra bros? Pick your gang affiliation. For me, I fucking hated. I do not fuck with algebra heads, man. Algebra's taught wrong, in my opinion. Both? Okay, just you're a genius. You know, it is what it is. Manscaped sponsor. Now we're talking. A Geo Ho. Okay. It's me algebra. That's interesting. Gotcha. That's yeah. That's fair. How are you? I'm okay, man. I appreciate you asking. I'm okay. The world is pretty crazy right now. I think a lot of people are feeling pretty bad, understandably so. I'm trying to keep my spirits up through all the bad. That's really tough. I think there's a lot of beautiful people out there who are in the same boat as me, who are like, there's a lot of beautiful people who are just trying to leave a positive impact on the world, trying their best every fucking day. Meanwhile, a lot of people are like self-destructing around them, and we're just trying, man. And it's not even like, I'm not even like mad. The people self-destructing have every right to. Like, it's not like, it's just fucking like, I'm a really optimistic, positive guy. The world is not in a good spot right now. Like, and that's just, you know, in my opinion. It's all perspective. But, and we're all just trying our best, man. We're all. What's beautiful is we can be here together. We can try our best together, and as long as we are earnest humans who are nice to each other, understanding, don't like jump down each other's throats when we make a mistake, which is a problem that I have. You know, I can do that, you know. We gotta just stay earnest. We gotta stay humble. We gotta stay fucking making terrible your mom jokes in Twitch chat, because that shit gets you through. You know, you gotta just do what it is, you know. World's in a great spot if you're evil. Why is that so funny? Like, the world's actually doing very well for me. Like, evil eyebrow flare-ups. Like, I feel like the world's very good. I've actually been making tons of money off the crypto market crashing. I've been shorting poor people. Like, there's some good. There's something there. There's a bit. They gotta iron it out. There's a bit there, bro. Dude, yeah, it's been crazy, Rumel. Yeah, it's been crazy, Rumel. World is great, Gray, yeah. If I have a controller that has turbo and a spam A, will I get banned? I think you might. If it's like a controller that has it, really, like, I usually don't like sentences like that, Glubo, because I really don't. I have a fear of having a victim complex. It's a massive paranoia of mine, and I don't want to ever come off as I'm victimizing myself. And I think every generation people say, oh, it's so hard to be a good person. They kind of, but like, I do feel like I could, maybe I'm falling into the same human cycles, but I do feel like it truly feels in this exact month, in this exact moment, it truly feels incredibly fucking hard. It's never been easy to be a good person, yeah, but it right now feels really fun. It's the hard for me. I can just speak personally versus drawing larger projections to the world. How about that? Like, for me personally, this month has felt harder to try to be a good person than it's ever felt maybe in my entire, like, it's been really up there. It's really tough, man. It's really tough. Yes, yeah. And that's like, I try to gather a community of people who are trying their best. And I'm not trying to like virtue signal. I'm not trying to like fucking tip. We don't need to worry about being the best every fucking day. That's something I do want to work on, is not trying to worry about that, because you just drive yourself crazy. I want to just have fun and laugh, or tell dumb your mom jokes, and just, I want my stream to be a little bit more casual, you know? I'm a new player. It started around this Halloween event. I want to be involved in the next Xmas race. But if it's made to bring my raid teams, I'm done with my firefighting. Yes, I'm gonna have to do some research. I have to do some research and figure out, yeah, and figure out what raid people have to prepare for the upcoming event. Great question. I just want to live my boring life, bro. That sentence, you have no idea how much I relate to that. Yeah, I just wanna live my life. I just want to load up and play PokeMMO, stream PokeMMO, and do all these dumb little things without being like fucking harassed and doxxed and like all, you know, all these terrible, like, that's where I'm at for sure. And I have to work on what I can do to help. I have to figure out what I can do to help make that a reality, and work on what I can, you know, fits myself. Jason Munson, if we don't want to grow. Oh, the Jason Munson experience. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, November. I've noticed every single year, November is a tough month for a lot of people. Back to the MMO. Yeah, I think the Strange Tentacles. Great question. I am honored to hear it, W Kookie. Thank you so much for watching, dude. Much love to you, man. Xmas presence during the event. I believe the problem is that it might be changing this year. What was it last year? I literally don't remember. I literally don't know if I can remember, which is insane. I'd have to go check my old videos, my old guides. So fucking hard. Much love to you, Glubo, and much love to anybody in chat, like who's just trying your fucking best. Like, that's all we can do. Did Alpha Parasect Alpha Spore? Yes, I would go 252 speed, 252 attack. Great question. Even though Parasect is slow, I think it's still better because great question. Parasect is just so weak, and it's so, there's so many moves that are super effective against it. Even though it's slow at like 45 base speed, I still think it's better to go 252 speed EVs to try to have it outspeed, because it will outspeed sub mons, especially at level 100. I think it's just better to prioritize. Great question. Great question. Yes, I think my new favorite vanity on the Iron Man has to be the Strange Tentacles. Like, I think they're amazing. I think they're just so amazing. Ooh, that's an amazing question. How many irons are there in the world of PokeMMO? So it's not that many. There's at least 138 in the team. I would bet you there's 300 or less. I could be wrong. Maybe we should run a poll at some point and try to figure it out a little bit better. Dude, yes, Danny, I'm happy to have you here. I think a lot of people are really having a tough time, and like, I don't want to hide from that, but I also don't want to just loop on, oh, like, you know, it's one of those things. I'm lucky and thankful I have a group of people, a community who want to be here together to just push. We are all here in this stream to push through this tough time together. That's what I want to do. I want to load up stream to offer a community, to offer a hangout spot for people to just hang out, tell jokes, shoot the shit, and just fucking get through this dark time together, because it is a dark time, you know. But that means that one day it'll be a bright time once again. We gotta just sometimes you have to just pass the time. We're just here to pass the time. Dude, much love to you. What the fuck, Rapid? I'm so sorry. And that's so fucking horrible. I would be so, it's so horrible. Much love to Rapid. That is fucking horrid. I need you to know, like, that it's not because of you, that person. People are angry. There's a lot of people out there who are angry, and they're taking it out on others. And I'm trying my best to, like, I don't want to do that. We're all upset. Let's come together and just fucking hug it out. I don't know, bro. Fucking some shit, dude. You're perfect, dude. You're perfect. Dude, you're perfect, Kira. If I'm saying your name right, Kieran. I always say, if I only know one language and you learned multiple, if I only know one language and you learned a second language just to be able to communicate with others, anybody complaining about someone's second or third language being like not up to their par when they only know one is insanity. That person should not ever be taught. Like, I never have any right to critique anyone's English. Sometimes I will say, like, hey, could you reword that? Hey, I'm so sorry, I don't understand. Like, could you, that might come up, but you'll never hear me critiquing someone's English. That's just so crazy. I think the market, to answer you generic, I think the Pokemon market is in a rough spot. I think some people are doomsaying a little bit too much about it, is my opinion. With all love and respect, I don't, no disrespect. I think the market is in a rough spot, but I don't think, like, I think people are, yeah, that's all I want to say on that. That's my name? Okay. Gotcha. And I've said before, but I fucked this up. I have spent too many stream recaps, too many streams talking about the future of PokeMMO, talking about the problems every single day. There's always going to be problems. Like, imagine if every day I woke up and I was like, hey guys, there's this war going on, there's this, genocide, this people being oppressed, like blah blah blah. I can't solve all that. We can't solve all that. Like, let the people whose job it is to solve things, and at a certain point, like, we got to just live our lives, and there are important things to solve in PokeMMO, and I do like to talk about those every so often, but we can't be doing it every day. It's just not healthy. Yeah, Pokemon breed. Yeah, the market, I've been very blatant about this. The PokeMMO market is rough. It is harder to make Pokeyen. Not that it's ever been. Well, it's because of inflation. It's some of the hardest it's ever been to make Pokeyen, for sure. For like any type of player. That's why we're lucky it's at least event season. I'm hoping that we see an alpha nerf in the future or certain, changes. Yeah, for berry farmers. Yeah, like literally everything is. Jimmy runs don't even hit the same. Yeah, it's hard to make Pokeyen right now. I'm not gonna sit here and say anything different. It's fucking hard. It's harder to make Pokeyen than it's been in a while. The only thing we can do is keep trying our best and keep doing what we can do, and hope that market changes come. I've said it over and over and over again. If market changes don't come by the end of the Lunar New Year event, I will be hosting a riot in game, potentially, boycotts, like things like that. That's all you can do. You can't just, yeah. Are more healthy? That's a great question. This is a great question. What suggestions would you give to make the market more healthy? Something I've talked about to the end of the earth is the Pokemon market is not great right now. It's not good. It's not even not great. It's not good. It is harder to make. It's harder to make Pokeyen right now in Pokemon than it's been in a very, very long time. The Pokemon market is slow. It's rough. It's just not. It's not great. I'm gonna be honest. It's not. I hope it doesn't last forever. And I'm hoping that changes happen. I've said for a long time that if we don't see market updates or changes by the end of the New Year event, I'll probably be taking a boycotts and riots and things like that and trying to get our voices heard, because I think it's really rough right now for players, for new players, medium level players, end game players. It's hard for everybody to make Pokeyen right now, like more than it's ever been, in my opinion, to a lot of degrees. So your question was, what suggestions would you give? The number one thing would be nerfing alphas. I think alphas need to be nerfed. We cannot be 1x31 dittos can't be the same price as Shido boxes. Like, that to me is insane. For reference, like a 1x31 attack ditto is 6,000 Pokeyen. If you were to sell that in a ditto box, you're probably selling it for, like, what's the cheapest ditto right now, I guess? Yeah, the cheapest ditto. So the cheapest ditto is 5K. When you're selling a ditto like this on the GTL, you're losing 1K Pokeyen to the listing fee. If you were to just sell that one ditto in a box, it would be the same price. Like, we've talked about this for years at this point, or for at least 1 or 2 years. We need to nerf alphas. Alphas are bringing in too many good IV Pokemon into the game too quickly and too easily, and it's hurting the value of lower IV Mons. On top of that, we need just more sinks for higher IV Mons potentially, as well as more demand. I think permanent raids would give us a really good demand for things. The reality is, we need to nerf a lot of things and to make it harder to get 1x31 and good IV Pokemon, and that's going to make a lot of, like, the problem is right now, you could flip the market in a different way and be like, oh, right now it's actually really good for new players because it's cheaper to buy Pokeyen. Right now it's cheaper to buy Pokemon, or not Pokeyen, it's cheaper to buy Pokemon. A lot of things are cheaper than they've ever been. Shiny Charms are cheaper than they've ever been. It's better, if you want to argue like free-to-play stuff, RP is cheaper than it's ever been, so it's actually better to be a free-to-play player in those regards. There's positives and negatives. You can't just say everything's bad, yada yada, even though a lot of things are bad, right? So there's positives and negatives. It is cheaper to buy Shiny Charms, cheaper to buy RP, cheaper to buy if you're a new player trying to build up, good raid mons and stuff. It's cheaper than ever to buy good Pokemon. But if you're trying to make the Pokeyen to buy those things, it's really hard. And I think it's more valuable to have those things sustain and hold value. I'm ruining my Jimmy run, but that's okay. Then it's better for you to have to work harder for those things in the start and like actually develop a steady foundation of income and a steady like capital that you can use to make more money than have it be cheaper at the start and then the end game be fucked, which is like, you know, that's really bad, right? Does that make sense? So I think the main thing is nerf alphas, potentially adding syncs for end game stuff. Legendary syncs would be super important for certain things. And then to answer your question more directly, I'm trying to think. Potentially adjusting the, I don't know if inflation, I think deflation is generally the problem in Pokemon, not inflation, but it's hard to tell sometimes. I think the next thing would be potentially adjusting the tax on the GTL. So like right now, no, it'd be the opposite. Potentially to strap listing fees. If you strap listing fees, that's going to hurt the economy, guys. But the problem is a lot of people like, they think the way to fix an economy is to make things easier on the player, but no, that's gonna make the Pokeyen value less. It's gonna hurt you in the long run. You have to, listing fees are really important. If anything, what you'd want to do is you'd want to I think Xanarchy's talked about this. You'd want to lower, either keep the base value of the listing fee the same or even lower the base value and raise the cap. So right now the listing fee, the lowest listing fee is 1,000 Pokeyen and the highest is 25,000. Why is the highest only, like the highest probably should scale up. If you're selling a mon from like, or an item for like 1 billion Pokeyen, that cap probably should go up to like 100k. You probably should raise the listing fee on certain things, and that's going to help sink Pokeyen out of the game and make it more equal and better for everybody else, right? So there's a lot of things like that. We have a lot of Pokeyen sinks and money sinks in the game. I would listen to what do the devs say. They have the numbers on it. I don't, right? Generally, inflation does not seem to be the problem in PokeMMO. It seems to be deflation. Inflation is because with inflation, it's the value of, if inflation was the problem, what would be happening is that everything would be going up in price and everybody would be having more Pokeyen, and like Pokeyen would be your Pokeyen purchasing power goes down. So the more all the numbers would be inflated, but things would be going up in price to correlate with that. But that's not what's happening. What's happening is Pokemon and items are going down in price. It's deflation. It's not your purchasing power isn't going down. It's that your what's it called? It's that the value of the goods is going down. The value of the goods, the value of the services. It's kind of like, imagine if you run a maid service in a city, right? And then 10 other maid services all move to that city at once. Well, now you probably need to start charging. It's the value of that service is going down because there's more competition. That's the biggest problem in Pokemon right now is deflation. We have there's too many good IV Pokemon on the market, and there's not enough demand. Too many people have good IV Pokemon that come into the game way too quickly that they can sell for Pokeyen. We don't have enough permanent raids, permanent PVM, permanent demand for things. There are cool things you can build and cool things you can collect, but a lot of that is out of personal fulfillment versus like we need some sort of end game raids, end game PVM content that is there year round, that's constantly rotating, that is incurring that demand to meet that supply, as well as a nerf. You need to nerf the supply, increase the demand, right? Really basic. I'm not educated. This is really basic stuff, right? And feel free to disagree with me if I'm wrong, but let me know politely, please, is all I ask. I'm open to being wrong. I'm not very smart, you know, all these things. But my understanding is we need to lower supply and increase demand at the same time. So that would be nerfing alphas and having some sort of PVM or activity that's in the game all year round that can that will have people needing to make good Pokemon. Does that make sense? Great question. So at the same time, I am not, the only way I know about any economy is from MMOs and video games. So please let it be very, very clear. Like, yeah. Yeah, the problem is there's a few, yeah. Yeah, PvPers are kind of chilling. True. Yeah, that's my understanding, Nasser, but yeah. I don't know if I know what that is. Froggy. So sorry. Yeah. And it sucks because, yeah, Dittos just, it sucks how cheap 1x31 Dittos are. Alpha drop. Fuck, Tally. There's 100 on each one. The problem is, if you get rid of the listing fee, the problem is that people would just spam a bunch of trash on the GTL, and that hurts the server, as well as you'd have to like wade through so much like trash. It's tough. We need to decrease. What's it? We need to decrease supply and yeah. The PokeMMO. I hope so. Well, the problem is I don't even know if that's true generic. Like, the problem is the vibe. I'm an optimistic, positive guy. The vibes right now in PokeMMO are not good. I'm gonna be fucking honest. Like, the vibes are not good. Like, nobody is really like. Not many people are that happy with the game, and that's the reality of it. For whether those reasonings are correct or not, a lot of them are. You know, even if they're not, like, if the vibes are down for everybody, clearly something needs to happen. Clearly, like, whether it's a correct, you know, clearly something needs to change. Put it overall, I really appreciated strategy. Much love to you. The rat mousey, what's up? What's up, fam? How you doing, Femka? What's up? What's up? Delete permanently. Definitely skip data. Use the GTL back tax about. Ooh. Wait, this is genuinely, if I'm understanding this correctly, this is genuinely one of the best ideas. Wait, am I crazy, or is this one of the best ideas I've ever heard when it comes to the Pokemon market and solving it? Someone said the devs should do what the RuneScape devs do and use the GTL tax to buy up Pokemon and delete them. Am I crazy, or is that fucking genius? That literally solves like both problems. Am I crazy, or is that I'm not economically educated? All I know is from fucking MMOs, you know, in my experience, that like that sounds fucking genius. Have some sort of automated system that just buys up good IV Pokemon. Now, the only problem is that money would be going right back into the player's hand, right? So that's the problem, is that it takes the GTL tax and it does delete it as an inflation gatekeep from the game, because that Pokeyen would be coming back into the game. If it's being paid to the players, it would be coming right back into the game. So that's the problem. But once again, to my knowledge, we don't really have an inflation problem. We have a deflation problem. So like, maybe what if we raise the GTL listing, not the base, like 1,000 at the base is fine, but like the scaling to where if you're something like super expensive, we raise the scaling of it, and then have it be able to be used to buy. We need something that syncs Pokemon, something that deletes Pokemon. Yeah, it's really tough. Is useful without utility in real life? Yes. In MMOs, it's important for inflation, or like video games. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But like, the use would be like, you need to sink money out of an economy just to stop inflation, because otherwise more money will just keep coming in and the value of it will go down. That's a great idea. I like the idea. Did it already? No, yeah, they definitely don't. Just cooking very much, yeah. I'm cooking with that. No, I think you fucking are, FM. I think it was a genius idea. I think you'd have to make sure there was enough Pokeyen being brought out in other ways. That is true. No, there'd be a lot of ironing out and things you'd have to consider. Shaq brings up a fantastic point. I like the idea. That said, players would definitely try to find a way to get their listings bought by the automated system, 100%. There'd be a lot of things to iron out, don't get me wrong. And maybe they'd have to implement, either raise the GTL listing fee, the scaling, or implement some sort of other way. You have to implement some sort of other way to sync Pokeyen out of the game before taking one away. You have to have syncs, because otherwise, you know, think about every time someone does a gym rerun, they're bringing in 300,000, they're creating 300,000 Pokeyen, right? You have to delete that from the game in a different way. Otherwise, the value of that Pokeyen, you're gonna keep, if you keep bringing in more and more Pokeyen, the value of it's gonna go down. If you just keep, you know, if more and more Pokeyen just keeps coming in over and over and over for the rest of time, eventually people will smarten up, and that, yeah. So you have to factor in inflation. So I just don't know. I just don't know how much I bet you the GTL listing fee does a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to counteracting inflation. But I'd almost rather risk having inflation problems and then fixing those in the future to do something about our deflation, because the deflation is what's killing us. The deflation is what's really killing us. So I'd rather like feel free to disagree. Respect. Please just do it respectfully. I'm just a human. I'm just a person sharing my thoughts, opinions in live time. We're gonna iron them out. I'm not right. I'm not sharing the only thing. I'm just talking here, okay? But I'd rather open up a risk to a different. I'd rather open up a risk to have a new problem and try to solve the current one. You know, that's just my opinion personally. We need loot boxes. We already have so many loot boxes. Good at market talks, because I do think like. The Pokemon players are fucking smart. Everybody knows that the market does not feel good. I don't think pretending it, you know. I'm having a good time, Tally, but you know, I'm just having a like on one account, yeah, a little bit more. That's crazy. Or is that consistently listening high cost mods? Yeah, I mean, so one of the biggest things. Should they already be pretty rich? There's just things in Pokemon that cost so much money. Like a good example is like Shalfa hunting costs like billions. There are things in the game that cost such levels of Pokeyen that just are insane, you know? High-end game activity is having an entry fee with things to spend on. I think, excuse me, it would depend on the thing. Third age wet. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. It's a great game. Great game, HC, good eye. It would depend on the activity, I think, Blake. I'm giving me an example. Just end the conversation. Yeah, a lot of people, if you've never watched my content, we talk, we yap. I love discussing everything. There's been a huge sentiment recently in the PokeMMO space that like I shut down conversations and I silence people and all these things. And it's, if you watch my stream for like 5 minutes, you'll understand. Like, I often talk with people I dislike. Most of my stream is talking with people I disagree with or may not, you know. We're talking together, we're ironing things out. Like, I don't know a lot of things. I'm not very smart. I'm trying to figure out. I'm like a little worm wiggling his way through life. I'm just trying to find the good dirt along the way. I'm just trying my best, you know. like so many of us are, you know. I'm just a worm, bro. I'm just a worm trying to find that little piece of fertilizer. Anyways, we finished our Jimmy run, boys. All right, fellas, that is the Jimmy run taken care of, up to 627,000 Pokeyen. Nothing crazy, but a little bit more. I'm happy to see it. I have set up some new breeds, which is why I spent so much Pokeyen. I'm gonna go flash, show you guys those breeds for a quick sec, but I'll cover them in depth later tonight off stream, I believe. And then other than that, I've been really enjoying, I know it's not the most productive thing, but it's still, I think it's productive because taking care of your mental health and like doing the things you enjoy and like rotating is really fucking important. So I'm honestly so down to go shiny hunt again, because I'm cleaning my boxes, I'm making Pokeyen, I'm doing the things that I need to do to keep my progress up. Here's all the breeds, by the way, a lot of breeds going on here. I'm doing all the I'm eating my vegetables, I'm doing my chores. If I want to go shiny hunt in the middle of the day and have fun, I think we should fucking go do that, boys, if you ask me. So you know what, let's go ahead and let's go shiny hunt. Let's go back to I want to do like time swipe hordes. Let's go do some Dratini today over at Dragon's Den. That sounds fun to me personally. We have hideouts. We have hideouts. And dude, I've been asking, great question. I've been asking to expand hideouts for so long. Have you stretched yet? I will in a quick set. Great question. Great call. During the Safari Zone, I love that you're Safari shunting. Yeah, I really appreciate that, Clarko. And something like if I ever get too emotional to where I hurt a viewer's feelings, I think about that. I will apologize to you. And if I don't come to like, I don't want to name names, but like there was a stream recently where someone felt like they felt hurt by what I said, and they came to me in DMs and were like, hey man, like this really hurt my feelings. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm so sorry. I totally can see that. Thank you for like, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. It's like the last thing that I want to do. But part of being an adult and part of being a human is realizing that you're going to make mistakes. I am going to make mistakes every day. I'm going to make 10 mistakes a stream minimum. All I can try to do is, number one, minimize those mistakes. And then number two, make up for those mistakes. And if I don't minimize or make up to those mistakes for you guys enough, feel free. If I'm not for you, I get it. I love you very much. I appreciate you, but I'm just trying, you know? Hurt his feelings. Okay, wait a minute. Economy included. Yeah, no, it's really, there's a lot of, yeah, hell yeah, man. There's a lot of really bright-minded new players coming in, which that's honest. Okay, we need to talk about there's a lot of amazing new players coming to PokeMMO recently who are like, I've seen more new players than ever joining the game and being like, oh wow, I'm joining the game in a pretty tumultuous period. How can I help fix it? How can I help? And that's pretty fucking beautiful. I'm not gonna, there's a lot of really smart, a lot of like type A engineers, which I say that as like, I am not, you know? I think this game needs a good bit of inflation. True, souls. I didn't invest on my main account for this event. It felt too, what's the word? Original, possibly. Yeah, for sure. And I try my best. The problem is I do that a lot, but when I catch you guys don't see that when I catch my type thing. Like, the problem is I'm such an emotional person. That, how do I explain this? I should be, by every statistic, and it's gonna sound like harsh, so hear me out. By every statistic, I should be a Kanye type. I should be a Charlie Sheen type. Everything in my life, all of my like, I should be these types of people. I should be, but I am refusing to become, I'm refusing to crack to that degree. And I think a lot of people don't realize, like, every single day that I'm trying to like restrain myself, like every single moment I'm controlling myself to not have a legendary crash out, and it's really hard. And I have to work, my entire life's been all about emotional control and things like that. And I still have to take responsibility for all my shit, but like, I'm not, what's the quote where like the toughest part about mental health is that people will expect you to act normal. People will like expect you, and it's like, it's true, but it's also like, what do you do about it? Like, the problem is like, there's not really a, you know, there's not a solution. You have to just do the best you can do, you know? Oh, can you help me? I can try, Clarko. What's up? You see a therapist? I do. I actually went back to therapy recently. Yeah. That's to give you an idea. I haven't gone to therapy since I was, I think 18. No, 16. No, 14. No, 16. I hadn't been to therapy since I was 16. I'm 27. I went back recently. But it's fucking expensive. That's the I go once every 2 weeks. And it's been helping a lot, but it's been, yeah. Therapy's fucking expensive. Yes, I appreciate you, Rick Riley. Much love to you, man. Pizza or pasta bake? Okay. Pizza's winning so far. I would go pasta. I don't want to like I don't want to add to your decision paralysis, but I would go pasta bake. Actually go. It's fucking hard, Soul. So well, I'll be open about this. When I went back to therapy recently, the first therapist I tried was horrible, and she basically was like, she was really horrible. I don't want to like get into it too deeply, but like she judged me very quickly. In our first session, she basically was like, yeah, all these things are true, all these things, like all these things aren't, like she like assessed. She judged me very, very quickly, and it was like it was crazy. I just felt really, it was fucked. It was just crazy. It's great, yeah. Also, the GTL fee things, buying out items without sinks. The GTL fee thing. I don't know if I understand the. Could you explain it more exact wording, Ginger? Sorry to. Always going against Pat's food tag. That's the base. There you go, man. I'm Italian. Giga Chad. What's the use of Jinx excludes certain raids? What is the use for Jinx excludes certain raids? Jinx is mostly just used for Suicune raid, like certain things like that. Unlucky. Yeah, it was a really hurtful. It was a really horrible experience. It was really hurtful. I literally like looped on, and it was really horrible. And then what's it called? What if they are true? Yeah, that's the yeah. It's really tough. Yeah. I don't want to like deep dive into my psych on strip people. Yeah, but it's been a really weird, yeah. It's fun in VGC. It'd be cool. Yeah, that's cool. I'll go to the GLP that bunny use items they want to raise the price of. Yeah, so wait, that's so funny. Ginger Matt, someone just brought this up. We were just like 10 minutes ago, we were just talking about this. How I think it was FM said, what if we use the GTL money the GTL listing fee to buy up certain, like 1x31 Pokemon. I think if that would be amazing. I think if we used the and I was like, that's the most genius idea. Oh, that's so fair. No, I think it's one of the most, so carrying on with items, I think it's one of the most genius ideas. I think items could come next. I want to worry about Pokemon. I think if we just dittos, one of the easiest things would be, what if we use the GTL listings to buy up 1x31 dittos? I think that would help tremendously. Let me prep for my shunt. One sec. I'm getting distracted. Yes, I think 1x31 dittos. I think they do. I don't think, I could be wrong. I really don't think so. I really don't think the GTL listings are used to buy. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Was it being bought under 5? That's just fucking people. Like that. Not to like people are just constantly buying dittos. I could be wrong, Sim. I don't want to. We don't know. Like the devs don't tell us a whole lot. I very well could be wrong. I don't want to like. To my knowledge, the listing fees are not used to buy things off the GTL. But I could be wrong. Yeah, hey, good, hell yeah, Clark. There you go, dude. Good luck to you, man. So let's go back to on to shiny hunt. Let's get back to it, boys. Dragon's Den. The Dragon's Den. On an adamant synchronized mod. I really appreciate you guys talking and stuff today. It's just streaming is amazing. I love streaming. It sucks like right now, if you read internet comments, if you read YouTube comments, if you read a lot of if you read what people are saying to me or other people, not to their face, not live, it'll make you want to log off. It's horrible. But then if you go live and you talk to people who actually want to like hang out, you know, do the like, it's a fucking beautiful time, man. Things are still, you know, there's still some beautiful things. 2022. I have a 2024 one, Sammy. If you look up PokeMMO Xmas Guide 2024, I have a video on it. I should have playlists on my channel. What are shinies? Good. That's actually a good question, Cubode. I'll answer it one sec. I should have playlists on my channel covering all the different like events. Like it'll be like Xmas 2024, Halloween 2020, you know, things like that. Yeah, that would be unspeakable. Never be nice, to be fair. Why do you keep your shiny Corsola apart from your other shinies? Frowny face. I don't want to. You're so sweet. I love that you noticed that. It's because it's a gift Pokemon from an event, so I can't put it in my account box. That's why. Good eye. Good eye. Spring could be healing. Yeah, like, you get to actually interact with like the real people, you know. Yeah. What's up, Miguel? What's up, dude? I like your energy, dude. This is another issue, but not the whole issue. For sure. I'm not dittos. It's not because people are over farming dittos. Dittos are low priced because of people are over like alphas and something like that. I agree. I'm not blaming dittos. It's more so dittos have to be at a high price because if they are low, every other egg group will follow. You know, like every other egg group has to, because if Ditto should be the most expensive Pokemon to buy to match with your breeders, and Miguel should be the coolest fucking streamer to give me a raid. Thank you for the fucking big 40 bomb. I appreciate it, Miguel. I like your energy. All the fucking oola Miguel, oola. What's up? I appreciate you guys. Sorry if that's hopefully, dude. Happy to have you guys. Oola, much love. Woo. What's the? Oh fuck. Oh, I'm gonna get flamed. I'm a dumb American, so please give me 6-7 in Spanish. What is it? Siete. Is it say siete? I keep my wife works with kids, and she was telling me recently at like a convention that they were playing bingo, and there was a translator for Spanish, and they kept every time they would call like 067, all the kids say siete. Dude, that's honestly a banger 6-7 music. Say siete. Anyways, that shit got me fucking okay. Anyways, we're supposed to go shiny hunt. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted by. Thank you so much for the raid, man. That was really kind of you. I appreciate it, man. Happy to have you. Thank you so much, man. Much love to you. Let's go, banger. Yeah, I'm coming around to the 6-7 memes. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna push more for the methods, multi runs. Well, so the problem is if so, maybe I'm wrong, Ginger Matt, but in my brain, if people start buying up, if the GTL listing fee is used up to buy dittos, that's just going to raise the price of the dittos and make ditto farming better. We could charge those things as the legendaries. I love the idea of that. Over time, we'll make the ladder worth more. Yes. There's been players. I don't think dittos are being overfarmed. I think dittos are so cheap because alphas and like other IVs are so cheap. Ginger's a very smart player. I'm not trying to, you know, smart person. So she can be solved itself by helping other parts of the economy. Fucking hey, fuck yeah, no, I agree. So wait, yeah, so sorry. When I say we need to be buying up like ditto prices, like dittos with the GTL listing fee, it's not because I think dittos. I agree with you. I think we agree. Maybe I'm wrong. That's just the easiest Pokemon to like code to buy up, if that makes sense. Versus other problems. Why is there no shiny for roaming legendaries? Oh, what do you mean? There are roaming legendary shinies. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. It's over here, right? Any advice? It is. Some people like legitimately have programs running that they don't understand. I don't know. I would just buds, man. Make sure you're not okay. A few things to run down. Make sure you're not running. I need a surf Pokemon. Make sure you're not running PokeMMO in a VPN or on a, not a VPN. On a that's fine. Sorry, not to. Make sure you're not running PokeMMO in a virtual machine. That could get you banned. Because people will use it to get around bot farming stuff. What else? I need my Dragonite. One sec. Make sure some people will play on their phone and have a bot or like an auto clicker installed for other games where that's allowed. You might want to uninstall that on your phone if that's, you know, a thing. I totally believe some people do legitimately like have things installed on their phone or like on their devices that like are flagged as like are used to cheating PokeMMO. So I do believe they get falsely like, you know, and it's kind of like it's correctly punished, but like they didn't really they're not trying to, you know, it's tough and like that's, you know, I believe that does happen. I totally believe that. It's a tough situation for both the players and the devs. Yeah, leftovers. I totally agree. Or which other than the idea itself. So I think you would want to prioritize. I think the only difference, Ginger Man, I could be wrong. You'd want to prioritize the listing fee buying items, correct? Versus I want to prioritize buying Pokemon with like 1M71 IVs. Is that the difference? I don't want to misquote you or strawman you. I want, you know, please tell me if I'm wrong. Other options to choose. I like this argument a lot. If you put in sinks for leftovers, suddenly Berry Forest becomes a viable payday pickup method, and you would pull away some of the Ditto hunters, slowly helping the. I see what you're saying. So you want to. Oh, you're trying to argue. If you just create more viable money, this is like next level. Unironically, like you're arguing if you create other viable money making methods, it just helps people spread out and expand, and that will solve a lot of the problems. That's a really you're kind of spitting like that's kind of fucking next level. That's kind like you're thinking beyond like I think that's a fair. I think that's a fucking good idea. I'd love to. I don't know what's best. I'd love the devs to implement, just try it, you know. I want to see the devs just try something. We need to create PokeMMO jobs, bro. Fuck. God damn it. We're losing jobs to PokeMMO AI. I'm sorry. It's fucking, dude, I don't know. Windows destroy mons, but the problem is right now in PokeMMO is that there's too many. The problem with Pokemon right now, Brad, is that deflation. There's too many good IV Pokemon being brought into the game too quickly. Breeding is not syncing them out fast enough. It's literally a problem of like breeding is not doing enough. There's not enough margins. Alphas are bringing in 1x31s are so low in price because alphas keep bringing in 2 times 31s. Why would you buy? It's basically what happened is like it's not worth anymore to buy 2 1 times 31s and breed a 2 times 31. It is cheaper to just buy a wild caught 2 times 31 because 2 times 31s are basically more common now than 1 times 31s. Does that make sense? Because of alphas, it's like totally flipped the economy on those, and it's really important to have 1 times 31 mons be valuable because that's really important for new players as a money making method. Catching Pokemon for profit was one of the most core integral, you know, things, you know. I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. Jersey, how are you doing, dude? Fuck. What a time. What a day, Brazy. Moltres egg over time the charcoal. Moltres go suddenly people I don't know from charcoal. I love the like. I think it's a like genuine. I'm not like genuinely a next level idea. I really do like it. Ginger. Yeah, I miss when. Yeah, I agree. I miss when Magikarp catching was. Magikarp catching should always be at least like 100 to 150k in my opinion. It should always be like a good base level, and I just don't think it's even there anymore, you know, which is brutal. Want an alpha? Alphas are guaranteed 2 times 31, which is what. So like to put it into perspective, alphas spawn every few hours. Okay, alpha spawn. We see the claws. Yo, there's a chance, pretty low, Ramel. I'd love to bring back the claw. Any Gamba? You could run a Gamba if we want for shinies, but I doubt it'll be too crazy long of a stream, but we'll see. I could be wrong. Yeah, no, dude, I totally agree with you, Shaq. This is actually something that I neglected for a long time, Shaq, was, I totally agree with this. I did not realize how many good IV mons were being brought in through Mysterious Balls until I opened a bunch and I was like, holy shit. Like, the problem is, farming too many good IV mons are coming in through alpha catches, through Mysterious Balls, through all these things. And catching for profit's just not, yeah, it's just, you don't do it. It just sucks, which is, it's just, I love catching for profit. It's just cool, you know. I think Leppas are, I could be wrong. I think Leppas are just like the best thing usually. Yeah, no, FM. I have boxes and boxes of Pokemon from Mysterious Balls sitting on my main account that I am too lazy to sell because they are worth so little. They are worth so little that it's not even worth my time. I'd rather just make guides or like release them. Like, how fucked up is that? Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. It is. I'm not gonna lie, you know. Anyways. I missed Catching for Profit was so cool, man. One of my favorite series on the channel was like, you know, loop from 1 hour. No, having some sort of, so right now legendary shiny hunting isn't viable. Having some sort of way to make it viable would be amazing. It's a good thing to make it pop, you know. I think someone should be able to try to shunt to legendary if they want to. Color Poker Broker, but it's not even like worth for them, you know. I don't know. Yeah, dude, good luck to you, Roro. Shunting's fun, man. All the issue. That's a solution that's been brought up. I don't love it because then it just restricts alphas too. You want to like, we want to nerf alphas, but not nerf them too much. I'm not saying like, oh, what a dumb idea, Blake. I think that's on the table. I think that idea should be considered. I don't know what's 1000% best. There are positives and negatives to every solution. And it is how, what's the best solution? I don't know. I don't know what the best solution is on how to nerf alphas. There's so many options. There's so many options. Do we bring them down to 1 times 31 guaranteed? Do we limit the amount of, do we decrease the spawns? Do we make it only 1 spawn a day, but then maybe make that spawn last 3 hours? How does that affect alt accounts? A big thing is like, when an alpha ditto spawns, people hop on 10 alt accounts to go catch that alpha ditto 10 times, you know? Or like, it's crazy. Like, you could not play, so, okay. The problem with alpha catching is that it makes making Pokeyen way too efficient, right? You could spend, I think the way that a lot of people make Pokeyen right now is they spend 0 time. They do like maybe their gym run or whatever, but you can just shiny hunt or do whatever you want all day, spend 0 time making Pokeyen. Is what the casual players do. Not the hardcore is like grinding constantly, but the casual player can just log on twice a day, catch 2 alphas, and make 300,000 Pokeyen, or like maybe like 100k or some shit average, in like 100 300k or whatever, in like a few minutes. Like, there's just no like. why would you sit there and catch for profit for an hour when you can just log in for a second and make some Pokeyen? Area. I don't know if I like that personally, Trainer Sam, but I respect the idea. I'm not trying, you know. Just remove the 31s entirely. I'm like not. The problem is casual players are going to be mad. The problem is what sucks is to fix the economy. Thank you, Rumel, dude. Sweet JK, you're pimping me out over here. Thank you for the fucking 1111, Rumel. I really fucking appreciate it, man. Much love to you, dude. I appreciate it. It's been a fucking tough time. Thank you so much. The direct support. It's the best way to support. PayPal donations like that fucking go straight towards rent and straight towards allowing me to exist. Food. It's been a rough time. Thank you so much, man. Thank you fucking so much, Rumel. It does suck that like it's a weird situation where like new players and casual players are being hurt the most right now by the economy. The economy being so fucked up, there's almost no new player money making methods anymore. Catching for profit is like non-existent. It still exists to some small degrees, but like new players get hurt the most by the current economy. And what sucks is if we nerf alphas or if we do these things to help the economy, the new players are gonna, on the surface level, they're gonna be upset. And they have like that's a tough thing to like explain to someone, like how in the short term like it feels worse, but like very quickly it's gonna help things. Very quickly you'll be making it's kind of like, okay, imagine if I told someone, what's a good example? Imagine if I told someone, hey, we're actually lowering your wage, okay? We're lowering your wage from like $15 an hour to $13 an hour. But at the end of the month, we're going to give you a flat check on top of your wage for $2,000. Like, you will make more money in the long run, but it's going to feel worse for like, maybe like it's going to feel worse. Analogy time. Or maybe even like, hey, maybe you work at like maybe you work at a gas station, okay? Imagine if your boss was like, hey, every time someone comes in and wants a Slurpee, you have to hand make that Slurpee for them, okay? Your job's gonna be a little more annoying, right? Alphas are gonna be, you know, with a little bit less maybe we make dittos a little bit harder to catch, like things like that. Like things are gonna be a little bit tougher, but you will make more money and things will be healthier in the long run, and you know, like it's just tough, man. If we try to please everyone, do we truly please anyone? It's a fucking great question. It's a great point. 100%. No, yeah, it's. I agree with you. Obviously, it's one of those things. Like, yeah. I don't envy the developers. I don't. They're in a really tough position. To be fair, they've put themselves in it to some extent. But I don't know. Being any game developer is like. It's you're always gonna have people mad at you, and it just sucks. Good conversation. I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to say it one more time. I don't think what I'm saying is the only way to be. I don't think I'm 100% correct. I'm throwing out some ideas. Live streams are exactly that. They're live. They're a live stream of my consciousness. Like I'm not sitting here saying, hey guys, I know how to solve all this stuff. I'm just sitting here like, how do we solve it? What do we do? You know, all these things, right? Yes. Yes. I could not agree more, Shaq. To be fair, I agree they need to nerf, but just rip the band-aid off sooner rather than later. You're gonna upset people. Yes. The longer... This is actually one of the biggest, I think, critiques of the PokeMMO devs. The longer you wait, the worse it will be. The PokeMMO devs... I love them, but they have very glaring flaws. One of the biggest problems they do is they let things sulk. They let things, they don't address things quickly enough sometimes. And fuck, man, it is so much more painful when they rip that band-aid off. Yes, the devs let things fester. 1,000, that is so true. So correct. The conversations, I agree, Xerix. And the problem is I've been pushed off with some of these conversations recently because I've tried to have these conversations and people call me bootlickers. People call me Patrouski the puppet, Patrouski the NPC, Patrouski the shill. He's obviously paid off by the devs, which is, by the way, illegal to be sponsored and paid off by someone and not disclose that. Like, it's just, I've been getting personally, people are screaming at me to scream at the devs, and I'm not going to scream at the devs. I'm going to like, I want to have critique, right? And it's making me not want to. People who agree with me are pushing me away from doing what they want. To give you an idea of how like crazy it's been recent. Yeah, I think there's a silent majority like that. Ginger Matt, that's a great. There's a silent majority who are having these discussions with friends in team chat, in Discord VCs, you know? For sure. I think a lot, this is true for myself. Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that argument, but it's true. Right? Like it's weird. To be honest, yeah, there's a silent majority of people who are having productive discussion in the PokeMMO community, and there's a loud minority who are just who agree. It's funny, like, okay, on a weird note, have we ever seen the PokeMMO community more united? it's hear me out. We all agree on the same issues. We all agree the market's bad. We all agree communication with the developers is bad. We all agree on all these things. We just argue on how to present it. Some people want to call the devs slurs and insult them and say the game is doomed, we should all just give up. I think that's fucking cringe. And if that's how you feel, just fucking get out of here. If you're not gonna help fix things, go away, you know? No disrespect. Like, we all agree on the same things, but we're like arguing like how we're arguing on the PokeMMO community right now. Feels like I try to get up and say, hey guys, I don't really like the color blue. The color blue is disappointing. The color blue like depresses me. I think the color blue like has all these certain problems. However, I can understand when people like the color blue because it reminds them of the ocean or reminds them of like sky blue, yada yada yada. And then people on the forums post, if you like blue, you should fucking KY something. If you fucking like blue, you're stupid. It's like, we literally agree. We literally both don't like the color blue, but you are presenting it in such an extreme fucking way. You're hurting your cause. The world right now is full of people who agree on the same things, but some people are presenting it in such a toxic way that we're not solving the problem. That's what's happening, in my opinion, in my naive 27-year-old lens. Let me call it, you know. That's what the world feels. It feels like the PokeMMO world right now is, yeah. It feels like people are treating. I feel like PokeMMO has had a lot of political overtones recently, really sadly. I think a lot of people are projecting it and treating it like, yeah, which is, I don't want to, obviously I'm not getting into that, but just tough. It's just tough. Alpha brace reception. I don't like this has been talked about. I'm sharing my personal opinion, Sam. I don't want to like, I'm not like, wow, what a bad idea. It's a totally valid idea. Personally, I don't like the idea of introducing a brand new item like alpha braces just to breed. I don't think introducing a new item like that is needed to fix the problem. And I think it just adds more complications. How many players are going to accidentally buy an alpha brace and then be like, fuck, I was trying to breed a non-out? Like, I feel like it would just create confusion and struggles and all these things. Here I am colorblind, Giga Chad. Yeah, I don't even care about the color blue. Like, yeah, no, that dude, based. that's actually fuck. That's actually so real. That's really funny. That's a good way to. Half the world is like, fuck the color blue. Half the world is like, I don't know. I don't really like the color blue either, personally. Smiley face. And then half the world is like, I'm colorblind. What the fuck? You know, I don't. I don't know. I don't care. That's kind of funny. I'm blue. Da boo dee ba dee da. Thank you guys once again. Thank you guys for the discussion. Thank you for the conversation. This is how we, you know, this is how we solve things, is discussion and conversation. And we have to keep the conversation productive. That's what's so important. And I think people were really riled up for a little bit in PokeMMO, and the conversation was, you know, over the event season was getting unproductive. But I think we're back. I think on the bright side of the tunnel, boys, I think we're coming back. We are so back. I don't appreciate that people assume the devs are making the changes to encourage the spending in the game and make them more money. I think they will be always reach 2% in the game that's free to play. I think when you start assuming that everyone is out to, if you have proof, if you have evidence that like the devs are doing, let's talk about it. But you can't assume. What's the like very basic philosophical razor that everybody learns in high school? Is it Occam's razor? Do not assume malice, or it's the simplest explanation is usually the correct one. We're in a world full of conspiracy theories, and we're in a world full of like people who like are bored with their lives, so they want to create conspiracy theories. And sometimes, even if those conspiracy theories are correct, that doesn't mean it was correct to spread them without the proper evidence, you know? That sort of, like, you have to be reasonable and wait and be patient, in my opinion. Like, that's how I feel, you know? It's good to have people who are skeptical. It's good to have doubters, people who investigate. We should investigate everything, but we can't. There's more people than ever who are assuming before their investigation begins that it's true, you know? There's more people than ever who are, and that's not healthy or good, obviously, you know? That's a big, yeah. What's up, Clarko? I don't like that if a lot of people who have problems with PokeMMO, they jump to, there's literally people saying like Q hates the game, the developers hate the game, the developers hate the players, and it's like that, like, why are we assuming that? It makes no sense. Yeah, that's the don't assume malice when what could be explained with incompetence. There's that one. There's the two, it's Occam's razor and Hanlon's are the two, like, big, everybody fucking knows. I'm not educated, you know. Yeah. I think the thought of the event season being a big moneymaker is kind of gone. I think the meta of the game has changed. I think it is still a good moneymaker. I don't know. There's a lot of people who made a lot of money this event, but it's lessening every year. I've talked about that. Yeah. Like, everyone was not farming this event, mostly doing one-on-one device. I think it was today's meta. A higher percentage of players were farming the event. People doing it more efficient on multiple devices. I think all the events are going to be over-farmed. Yes, I agree. I do think, and I love alt accounts because alt accounts are usually more effort per more reward. But I do think there is an interesting discussion about, like, I do agree events are being overfarmed, and it's education spreading and stuff like that, you know? It's rapid, it's very funny. It's because, like, politics have never been more ingrained in everything that we do, which sucks. And people carry over the same thought processes from politics to every part of their life now. And that's what's really scary, because it's not... Yeah, that's what's in my opinion. Not to, once again, we're staying out of it, but we're just here to talk PokeMMO. But I do see political overtones, and I've always said that every year during local elections just happen in the US. Every November, every local election, things get more vitriolic. Is that a word, vitriolic? People, I have noticed it in my content creation career. Is vitriolic a word? I think it is. Every year during local elections, during political times, people get angrier in PokeMMO. That anger projects and translates for sure. The previous events. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. Great vocab there. I'm mostly just making up words and seeing what sticks. I'm not like yeah. I just Google a lot. I literally just, like, I think one of the most important you have to just Google shit. Google's a very powerful tool. I love trying to Google, like, different things and trying to Google, like, hey, am I saying a real thing? Like, what's the, you know, you'll often hear me on stream. You'll hear me say something and then be like, is that even a word? Or did I even use that correctly? A lot of people don't have the, like, a lot of people would be too embarrassed, you know? But it's not embarrassing. It's the opposite. It's like literally like you're like, it's better. It's better to fact check yourself and just double check. Takes 2 seconds. Yeah, for sure. Anyways, not to, yeah. That's what Shakespeare did, to be fair. Made something was upstairs. Wait, was upstairs made up by, wait, is that true? Origin, educational stream, origin of upstairs. The etymology of upstairs. Yeah, use by William Shakespeare. Early use. It first appeared in the late 1500s with the Oxford Dictionary, citing a 1598 use by William Shakespeare. Yes, he's, like, cited for... That's so funny. That's thank you, Ramel, for the... I love fucking... Dude, that's... I need to learn more history. The older I get, the more I am like, oh my god, we're just doing the same shit over and over and over. History repeats itself. The older I get, history repeats itself might be one of the smartest phrases in the world. It's actually crazy. It's just, I feel like if we all, and I don't know history, so I'm the pot calling the kettle black. But I would hope that if we all learned history, it would help a lot of us fucking, what's it called? It would help a lot of us, like, prevent, you know, things in the future. Typical English W. I am really excited for Hamnet or whatever, but it rhymes. I've never heard that phrase. That's interesting. That's fair. His company was a collaborative process. That's okay. Base Rumel. I just watched this is also like very on par with yes, this is a good. You're not supposed to put on the digital team just to interview. Yeah, no, yeah, yeah, fuck. What was I gonna say? I just watched Nuremberg last night in theaters. Did you say Hamnet? The movie is called Hamnet. It's not Hamlet. It's Hamnet. It's Hamnet. I'm assuming there's some reason. I don't. No spoilers. I don't know the story of Hamlet. No spoilers. No, shut up, chat. No, I know it's been out since the fucking 1500s. This is why I'm a fucking very anti-spoiler. Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers. I've not heard of this thing. It actually looks like a really beautiful movie. Okay, to be like, it actually looks really beautiful. I've never fucking read Hamlet, bro. No, I know people will be like, the Star Wars prequels have been out since 2001. How? That's fine if we spoil it. Like, bro, I've never fucking seen Hamlet. Like, yes, look at, okay, Femka. I only know that because I've seen the trailer of the movie, Fem. Look at you with your fucking, look at that shit. It's Hamnet. Yeah, I don't fucking know, bro. Look at you with your knowledge. All those study streams are paying off. I see, Femka. I'm in Bethany Productions. Of course they are. No, I haven't. I had a whole fucking course on Shakespeare. Good for you, dude. I never learned. I think we read like one thing of, we read Shakespeare in high school, like one thing, and I was so fucking lost. The way he wrote, I was so lost. Maybe as an adult, I read this when I was like 14, I was like freshman. Why did I read Shakespeare in school? I honestly don't fucking know. Trying to think what else. There were some really good books I read in school. What was the was it The Hatchet or whatever? It's just called Hatchet book. That book was goated. Hatchet by Gary Paulson. That was a good like book to read in high school. That was a goated book. Any book about a kid getting lost in the woods and having to survive, goated in high school. Those books always went hard. There was another one about like the book about a kid who gets lost on a raft, like water rafting or some shit. High school level. What's this book I'm thinking of? Life of Pi? No, good. That's a good guess. No, it's like not a raft. It's like a book about a kid who gets lost while what's it, like water rafting, like what, like going on a river. Not Hatchet's very similar. Jurassic Park 3. Lost while kayaking. It was kayaking. That's what I'm thinking of, I think. Red Kayak. This is the book. Any book. This book was good as hell. Any book about this book. Any book that was about a teenage boy going out in the world and getting lost in the wilderness was fucking goated. I never read Lord of the Flies. Oh, the River? That sounds familiar. Yeah. I really liked one of my favorite books. I don't read shit as an adult because I'm stupid. One of my favorite books growing. Did anybody else read Life as We Knew It? I love this book. I love this book. This was also like, I don't know, this was it sounds dumb. This book was amazing. This book was fantastic. Life as We Knew It. This book is all about I guess mild spoilers for Life as We Knew It if you ever care about reading this book. I really love this. This is like a teenage, book or whatever. The book is really interesting. It's all about some mild spoilers for this no spoiler. I'm giving you a spoiler warning. I can spoil if I spoiler warning. This book is about like a meteor hitting the moon, and it like shifts the trajectory of the moon. It's told through the lens of like a 16-year-old girl as well, which was like, it was pretty crazy. As like a 14-year-old boy, I fell in love with this book. Like, it's so good. And there's some really, it shifts the moon, and they have to like, it's like, it basically throws the whole world like out of whack. It makes the moon like way closer. There's crazy things like There's crazy things like it starts snowing a lot. You know, it's basically like a extreme global warming type, you know, type, but like but because the moon moves or whatever. There's just a lot of really interesting. It's a really good book. It's a really good book. They talk about like putting out trash cans outside to like collect snow to let it melt to have water. Like it's just really interesting survival. I really liked this book. There's like parts of this book that are so specific that I remember to this day. This is a big spoiler for this book, so spoiler warning for Life as We Knew It if you want to. It's a teenager, you know, whatever. But like, there's a point in the book where like, they're starving. They have very little, you know, food left in their pantry, things like that. And the 16-year-old, the main character of the book, the girl or whatever, she's just like crashing out. She's having a really hard time. She's, you know, a 16-year-old girl going through like literally the world ending. And she goes into the pantry and eats. They had she found a half bag of chocolate chip morsels in the back of their pantry, and she knows that she should like share it with her family, but she's like, I'm just fucking having a horrible time. She just eats it all, and she just like, it's this really vivid retelling of like her like cherishing every single chocolate morsel and like licking her fingers and like she was so hungry, right? And had like a sweet in a long time. And then her mom is basically like, you fucking pig, like those chocolate morsels were for your little sister's birthday in a week. I was saving those. And it's like, it's little things like that that like only make sense in the context of the book and like the story, but it's, I don't know, it's they really stuck with me. It's very interesting. Anyways, The Martian is an amazing, get wrecked. The Martian's an amazing movie. I love The Martian. I fucking love The Martian. Martian. Ooh, I was just reading this book. I try to give a spoiler warning, okay? But it's a good meme. I love Holes. Holes is great, dude. Holes is great. There's a superstition about Macbeth, a dark tragedy where you should never say the name Macbeth inside of a theater unless you are actively doing the play, or else you curse it. I didn't believe in this until the first show I heard someone say it. Then an actress got in a car accident. Oh my god, her replacement got shingles and her replacement died. What the fuck? Closing night for bad thing from the show died a few months later. Huh? Yeah, more power to you. Damn. I haven't been to enough plays. Did you ever read the Cirque du Freak series? Oh, player, you just unlocked. You unleashed the beast. The Vampire's Assistant was actually okay. I lied. I said Life as We Knew It was my favorite book growing up. I actually fucking lied to your faces. It was Cirque du Freak. It was The Vampire's Assistant. Oh my god. Yes, the movie was terrible. That series was so intense. It was like so intense, so gritty, so like insane. And then the movie was like very lighthearted and like goofy and like, yeah. There's a spoiler alert for Cirque du Freak Vampire's Assistant book series. This is like book 7 or some shit. Spoiler warning for Vampire. It's a teenager book series, but like if you know, I don't know. It's a cool book, right? At one point, it's a book about a kid. It's a very interesting vampire world, and like, there's a lot of vampire, you know, teenager stuff. But like, it's a world about a vampire, and he accidentally becomes a vampire's assistant through this really convoluted thing with a spider, all these things. One of the most interesting. It's a fucking book for teenagers and for like kids. And one of the craziest parts in the book is he's like this, he's fighting this double life of he's becoming a vampire but wants to stay human, and he refuses to eat people. That's a huge thing, is like vampires in this world like literally eat people. They don't just like drink their blood, they have to like eat them. Or like, so, no, the meme is, oh, I forget, some do, but some, there's like good vampires and bad vampires, and the bad vampires eat people. It's just really complicated. There's a lot of like vampire politics. It's a very interesting thing. But he becomes friends with like some kid. He's trying to like, he's a vampire, but he's trying to stay human. He becomes friends with some kid, and then by some tragic means, like the kid ends up dying, and he has to like eat his best friend. It's like, there's like some crazy shit. It's a really fucking good book series. From when I was 14. It was a very fucking good. It was really crazy for like a teenager. Fucking vampires and vampanese. I wonder if I can reread that shit, man. I love that book series. I didn't finish it. I read up to like, because I would try to. No, you're right. There was vampires and vampanese. It sounds very funny to explain, but it's that's like maybe most books. It's very funny to explain, but when you're reading it, you're like sucked in, and so good. The world was so, because it was just so unique. the vampires would like, they would cut slits in their fingertips to like, there was a lot, like the main combat the vampires had was like sharp fingernails, not like, it was very unique. It was a very interesting, yeah, very interesting memes. Yeah, whatever. Yep, the trials. Yep, that was yes. Dude, I want to reread those. I could probably read, yeah, that's so real. Cirque and Dis? I don't think I did. I didn't. Or So Dark and Cool. It was really dark for a teenage series. My local library like didn't have the final ones. It went up to like, was it 12 or 4? How many books was it? How many books in Cirque de Freak? That series was so good. There's 12 books, yeah. I think I read up to, ooh, maybe I only read up to like 6. The Vampire Prince. I read half of it or some shit. Maybe 9? I don't know. I think I lost track towards the end. I should buy these books and read these or from the library or some shit, because these books were so good. It's all about Darren Shan, that was his name. It was a really cool book series, man. I wonder how they'd hold up. I feel like reading them as an adult, there'd probably be some cheesy moments, but like still like pretty good. I had to read more books. It was so good. Cirque and Dis Nuts. Okay. Alamato Water is the best ever. I need to read more books. Books are honestly, okay. As a fucking Zoomer who needs to be overstimulated, needs to be watching a YouTube video, eating food, playing 2 video games, talking to my wife, drinking White Monster, as this person, okay, scrolling TikTok, as this person, books might save us. Books might be what we need to fucking sit down, understimulate ourselves, and just engage in one thing and reset our brains. Disconnected from socializing, disconnected from fucking constantly like seeing other you know, it might actually be what we need. The movie was, I wouldn't say it's terrible, it was not good. The movie was like a 4 out of 10. It was really, the movie was so cheesy. The movie has what's it called? The movie has the guy from The Hunger Games, Josh Hutcherson. Josh Hutcherson's in the movie, which is very funny. I have to read books. I'm with you, but what if we try to fix, and like some people, I don't want to, everybody's different, Clark, and I'm not trying to, some things you literally just can't, you know, force into, you know, I'm not trying to, so I don't want to speak for you, but like for me personally, I have a hard time reading books. Probably not as bad as, you know, you, with all due respect, right? I want to try my best to figure out what I can do. For me, now, okay. Yeah, I totally get that, Clarko. Clarko, for me, we're all different. I don't want to be giving you backseating advice that's not going to work and you've already tried, so I'm sorry if this comes off annoying, okay? Something that helped me was I started listening to instrumental music that was relevant to the book I was reading. So like, one of my favorite experiences was reading the Berserk manga while listening to Guts' theme song on loop from the anime. It's so cheesy, but I literally felt more immersed. Like I felt so fucking, how'd you think to do that? I don't know. Cause I wanted to watch, I like to multitask, but I can't watch a YouTube video or like listen to I can't listen to like music, like rap while I fucking read. But I put on like an instrumental about the fucking, yeah, dude, that sounds, I'm not even a Lord of the Rings guy, but reading Lord of the Rings while listening to the soundtrack sounds like a wet dream. And I'm not even a fucking like, yeah. Rumo, have you heard me talk about, I've been glazing Middle Earth Shadows of Mordor. I fucking love that game. I've just started playing it recently. It's so fun. It's so great. I'm getting hyped up over you guys. I'm such a fucking, you guys are getting me hyped up over reading. You guys are getting me fucking, I'm like, oh shit, soundtracks while reading. Oh fuck. Yo, what's up, Raph? What's that background? Okay, that is, I like, that's pretty funny, but this game is just amazing. This is such a good turn-based game. I'm not, Lord of the Rings is good. I'm never gonna, like, Lord of the Rings is good, but it's just not, to me, it's like, I think Lord of the Rings is a solid, the entire franchise, a solid 8 out of 10. And please don't be mad at me, please, like, I just my personal I maybe I don't understand, maybe I need to learn more. I don't, you know, maybe the books, maybe reading the books would change my mind. I don't fucking know, but like I feel like we're still on a live fuck. I feel like yeah, I think you could. Lord of the Rings to me is similar to Harry Potter, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. I think you can put these franchises in front of almost anybody, and worst case scenario, they're going to lightly like them. Like, I think worst case scenario, they'll be fine, you know, in my opinion. So, man, Warhammer 40k is very interesting to me. I don't read much at all. Once again, I like the idea of getting into reading, but I don't actually fucking read. I need to work on that. My problem with getting into Warhammer seems amazing, is I don't want to have to, I don't want to get sucked into, I don't need another expensive hobby. Part of me, okay, I tell it to my wife all the time, which is kind of embarrassing, but like, I say all the time, part of me wants to get into miniatures so bad. Miniatures seem so fucking cool to me. Every aspect of them is something I love. I love miniatures. They're so fucking cool to me. Having said that, I'm kind of amazingly glad I'm not into miniatures, because it costs so much fucking money. I already play Magic the Gathering. I can't do both. Like it's just, miniatures might be the most expensive nerd hobby, and I love that for them. I love miniatures. They're so fucking cool. The problem is, okay, I bought a miniature set. I played Malifaux. Malifaux is the one miniature game that I played. Get some model kits. Yeah, I just dropped $50 on 5 models, and then so my problem with miniatures is that I realized, oh, you actually have to be like artistically talented to do this. You know, that's the problem. I realized I have really big, dumb, clunky hands. Gluing together these pieces and then painting them, oh my, I was horrible. Oh my god, I was embarrassingly bad. It was insane. I could not. I did the same thing with if you've ever been to Magic the Gathering, if you've ever played, when I was like 15 or 16 years old, I was like, yo, I love Magic the Gathering. Magic altars seem so fucking cool. Let me try to alter some Magic cards. And I very quickly realized, this is just painting. This isn't actually Magic. It's just painting. I suck at painting. I can't do, like, you very quickly, like, I suck at art. I agree that anybody could practice and like get better. I agree with you. If I truly wanted to get good at painting, I could do it. The problem is everybody starts at a different base level. My starting level is so bad, is so low. I would have to put in like 10,000 hours just to be able to draw a competent stick figure. Like that's my problem, is my base level is so bad. I agree I could get better, but I just don't. I honestly don't want to put it in the work. That's the truth, you know. Sucking as an art itself, based. Put your pasta picture on the fridge, lad. Wait, what? Oh, I was like, what do you? I was like, what do you mean pasta? Like my macaroni art? Okay, that's awesome. You're based for that. So many unpainted models. It's fucking hard. My heart goes, I love miniatures, and I love people who are into miniatures. Some of the coolest people are into miniatures. People who just keep to themselves and just love what they love and are just some of the best people are into miniatures. When you see someone's army, like an orc army, a Warhammer 40k, you know, you gotta realize the amount of time put into that, and not even that, the skill. It's so crazy. I'm glad you've been playing, dude. It's so fun. Those games that Xmas is so good. I thought that plays that was watching when I played on Twitch, so I always love that game. That's fucking really cool. What the hell? It's crazy that game came out in 2014, Rumel. Like that's what's been so. It's so crazy to me. It feels really good. The game feels very good. I haven't played. When did Shadow of War? Shadow of War came out in 2017. I didn't realize it even had a sequel. Yeah, I've been playing Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, and it's such a fun game, dude. Yeah, oh my, yeah. Playing it, if you told me that game released this year, Rumel, I'd believe you. It's so crazy. That's from the XP reamplifier, Cole. Good question. It's not actually doing anything right now, but it's still turned on. It's technically what's it called? Fuck. Like an XP all essentially. Since this fall. The one with Jacob Elordi, is that the I watched it in theaters. That it was really good. Yeah, I was really impressed. Yes, Boomzilla, good fucking dude. I was really impressed. It's Jacob Elordi, Oscar Isaac, Mia Goth. I'm just reading the cast page. I was really impressed by this movie. Frankenstein's been told a million times. This was really good. I really liked. Yeah, I think I gave it like a 9.7 out of 10 for reference. Boomzilla. I was like blown away. I was like, this is like way better than yeah, everything. What's crazy? So now we're getting to movies for a quick sec. What's fucking nuts, Boomzilla, is that Jacob maybe I'm wrong. This is what I heard on the internet, right? Jacob Elordi was a fucking second pick, which is crazy. No, I understand it looking like Netflix slop. Just give it a watch. Give it a chance. It's so good in my opinion. Jacob Elordi wasn't meant to be the Frankenstein. He was a fucking backup option, which is crazy because his performance was like the best. Not to like knock Oscar Isaac, but like I thought he was fucking. I thought the Frankenstein, like Jacob. I can't believe it was Jacob Elordi. Like I just have a thing for. I love when traditionally handsome. Yeah, he's like 6'5", I think. I love when traditionally handsome actors play roles that put them as like freaks or losers. Like Jacob Elordi is a very handsome man, like very traditionally attractive. For him to play like this ugly creation of Frankenstein, massive green flag. I'm the same with oh yeah, for sure, Sammy. Same with this is why I think everybody loves Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling being like an edgy guy in like Driver, and then also being fucking Lars in The Real Girl. I love when traditionally attractive guys are willing to play like the weirdest, nerdiest, I love that shit, like most vulnerable roles. I think it really shows a lot of. It's fucking cool. I don't know. Guillermo del Toro. I need to learn his game. Guillermo del Toro. I need to learn more. We could do a movie Trousti take. How much? I don't know if I have enough stream recap though. I'm gonna double check. I think we actually have enough. Okay, I haven't done a movie Trousti take in so long. What was the last thing I covered? I love this. I appreciate the suggestions, dude. You're my favorite attractive guy. Okay, that can't be true because I'm not that attractive, but I appreciate it, okay? So good. I'm gonna be honest, I was not a huge Pan's Labyrinth fan. I thought it was neat and creative, but I like the story to me, I was not a huge, and maybe I'm wrong for that. I was not a huge. Some people that I really love and respect in the world, it's like their favorite movie. I'm not a huge Pan's Labyrinth guy. You like Hellboy? I love Hellboy. I love Hellboy. Wait, is original Hellboy Guillermo del Toro? No, it's not. You're kidding. No, it's not. I didn't know that. I love Hellboy. I didn't know that. Wait, you don't understand. I just rewatched Hellboy. Because my wife had never seen it. My wife had never seen Hellboy. I just had a fucking like fangirl stream, dude. Yeah, fuck. I didn't even. I'll attach. Fuck. I'm honest about it, okay? I need to be. I love Hellboy, dude. Hellboy is it's fucking campy. It's cheesy. It's beautiful. How can the fucking same guy who made Hellboy make that Frankenstein? That's so funny. That's amazing. I need to watch Pacific Rim. And then Pinocchio, I guess. I haven't seen The Shape of Water. The Shape of Water is actually supposed to be good, right? It just like kind of had like a funny, it had like a Coomer girl. It was like girl Coomer, right? Like 50 Shades of Grey. But it is actually good, right? Remember his peak? I love the visuals. It's been on my watch list for a long time. Didn't Pacific Rim? Did Pacific Rim get a video game? I think it did. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's something that looks very similar. I don't know if I can. I don't know. I need to see it in theaters. Maybe it'll my local theater. I love that. I think a lot of, maybe not even my local, but like a lot of theaters. I think a lot of theaters are re-showing old movies now, which I think is fucking awesome. Like I just watched Back to the Future for the first time in theaters, and I was really impressed. Watching Back to the Future as an adult for the first time, I was like, this movie is way better than I remember. As a kid, I was like, yeah, it's like a fine, fun movie, whatever. But like, as an adult, I'm like, this is one of the most perfectly scripted, perfectly paced, like fun like movies. Like, Back to the Future was really great. So goated. I haven't seen Austin Powers. I'm gonna be so honest. Back to the Future is like, it's like, like you could not cut out a single scene. Like every single scene matters, I feel like. In Back to the Future, like they reference back and they call back to everything, which is really good for a fucking time travel, you know, based movie. Like it's really it's very, yeah. The craziest, I've seen Borat. Borat's amazing. Borat, I think the second Borat is better than the first Borat. I don't know if it's a hot take. I made my wife watch I say my wife a lot. I made my wife watch Borat, and she fucking fell in love with it. My wife was like, wait, this is actually, she thought it was gonna be like dumb shit, and she like, my wife fell in love with Borat, which is so, Borat 2 was so good. Not Ali G? Okay, maybe it's a Britopian versus American. Borat is way more popular, I would guess, than Ali G, at least in the US. Borat was like legendary. Borat is like so I'll check Letterboxd. Maybe I'm wrong. Borat has 1.2 million logs on Letterboxd. Ali G into House has, let's go check. So Borat is 1.2 million. Ali G into House is 108K for reference. Like viewings on Letterboxd, you know, only Letterboxd, whatever. So like Borat was like way more popular. That was, yeah. Now I'm Ali G into House. I really want to watch it. It seems really fucking funny. It seems so good. Yes, I think Borat must have been more popular in America. I totally believe that. What's Ali G? Yeah, a lot of Americans don't even fucking know. Yeah, I haven't. I need to watch it. Ali G is way better and more into the UK market, I think. Yeah, that's so fair. It looks funny as hell. Ali G looks really fucking funny. I'm excited to watch it. Good stream, guys. I appreciate the fucking chats, man. It's been, dude. I want to take a second to appreciate, like, what up, Bruno? Okay, Bruno, I watched as a kid. And there's like a dick helicopter. I regret watching Bruno. I don't know if holds up. I don't know. Bruno might have been. Well, I'll have to rewatch it. Bruno was like a lot for me as a kid. When I was like 14, I watched it or some shit. Just no parental. I went to like 7. Why did they let me? The 7-Eleven cashier let me purchase Bruno at 14. There's literally like a minute-long scene of him just like helicoptering his dick around. Why did they let me do that? What is? Dude, America's crazy. It's definitely rated R. Anyways, probably beyond that. Let me touch him, to be honest. I think he can be. I really like him, honestly, but I get it. Pass on Bruno. I don't know if Bruno held up. Yeah, that's fucking awesome, Roro. What was I gonna say, dude? Oh yeah, dude. I'm gonna be on, dude. It's been a tough time for me recently, guys. I've been getting, you know, we're gonna move on. I've been getting a lot of hate. The point I'm trying to say is like, every time I stream, I feel so much better. And you guys remind me why I do this. Like, sometimes I only see like the negative YouTube comments. I only see like the hate, the vitriol, like everybody giving up, everybody doomer, everybody, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it feels suffocating. And then I go live and I actually talk to, this is an insane sentence. How fucked up is it that live streaming is the equivalent of touching grass? That's how fucking fuck on we are. That's how fucked it is, bro. That's how bad. That's how fucking parasocial. That's how turbo online the world is right now. That like live streaming and just talking to people in real time is the equivalent of touching grass. Like, how is that possible? It's so crazy. What's it typically about? It's usually, I don't want to get into it. I mean, it's just, there's a group of people who really don't like me. they've been doxing me, they've been calling me, they've been harassing me, harassing my wife, it's been really crazy. I don't want to get into details, but it's been like really, people are breaking laws to harass me recently. It's been insane. You can disagree with me all you want, please don't. Yeah, it's really fucking crazy. Wasn't that shit? Yeah, dude, I'm trying, Rapid. I'm trying my best, man. I appreciate you. I'm not smart. I don't know a lot of things. I can be very wrong. And if you disagree with me, please just present it politely and don't. I have people calling me Patrouski NPC, Patrouski puppet, Patrouski bootlicker, also gatekeeping, also selfish Patrouski, also, you know, anybody who watches him as a sheeple, like insane attacks. Like it's all behind the scenes. So the average Pokemon player won't see it. But there are some professional haters in the PokeMMO space, unfortunately. And you have to just kind of ignore them, and yeah. Patrouski, yeah, it's funny, yeah. There's lots of reasons to not like me. Not everyone's gonna, a lot of people shouldn't like me. Like, I'm brash, I'm abrasive, I'm loud. I'm not for everybody. Penis Patrouski, true. Yeah. Well, the problem, so I've been ignoring it for 2 years, Rapid, and they haven't stopped. They've gotten worse. For reference, people have been hating on me behind the scenes for 2 to 3 years in PokeMMO. It's not a new thing, but it's getting worse. It's getting more severe. So now it's like, I can't, I've stayed quiet about it for years. And I'm still mostly, I'm not naming names, I'm still being quiet about it. But anybody who's doxing me, let it be known, doxing is very illegal in the United Kingdom. If you're doxing me, I will take legal actions. So please, stop doxing me. That's all I ask. You can shit talk me all you want. Just don't literally break the law and put my loved ones and me in danger. Pookie Patrouski, true. Still 50-50. I don't know off the top of my head, Bendon. How many encounters? 4,200. Great question. I think 4. Yeah, 4 encounters or so. United Kingdom. You guys can, just process that in whatever way you want to. Are you not based in the US? Think about it a little bit. Think about what that means. The devs do. Yeah, yeah. I'm just a fucking guy. Anyways. Reverse talk. No, it's not. It's a bug. Oh, I think I saw this. No, you're. What happened? Someone encountered a shiny Ralts. I don't know what happened here. This is weird. Let me show this. Dude, much love to you, Rick. Unhinged. It's yeah. Guys, I do want to, once again, maybe it's, I don't want to talk about it in depth, guys. I want to move on if possible. But I appreciate your support. Sorry to. Maybe it's my fault for bringing it up. Anyways. Okay. Let's go to. Okay, somebody uploaded this video. Okay, somebody uploaded this video, and I want to try to analyze what happened or what's going on here. Okay, the title of the video is "Bug or Still," as my algorithm. Bug or still issue is the title of the video. Okay. Let's just watch and see what happens. So he's in a shiny Ralts battle. The wild shiny Ralts use hypnosis. Umbreon avoided the attack. Wild Ralts use teleport. Ralts disappeared from the battle. Oh, I think I know what happens. I think this is a bug. I think this is a bug. So one of the Ralts teleported and disappeared from the battle, but the battle still shows 3 Ralts. But one of them teleported. So he goes to, that's actually, so what happens is he goes to crunch the non-shiny Ralts that still appears in the battle, even though it's teleported away, and then it crunches the shiny Ralts. This has to be a bug, right? That's really fucking tragic. Now it's easy to be like, oh, he should have had like an arena trap mon, but like, so then the other Ralts teleports away and the battle ends. So that, yeah, that's really unfortunate. That's really sad. You could make argument, you could victim blame here and be like, oh, he should have, like, if you had this mod off, or you should have, like, you could have seen that the other Ralt sprite isn't there yet. It's still, but it's still selectable. This is obviously a bug. I think some people will argue it's a skill issue. I think it's a bug. I think this is obviously a bug. It's a bug that maybe could have been played around or prevented, but at the end of the day, this is a fucking bug. It shouldn't have happened. What I believe he mean looked, I'm assuming, the Ralts to prevent it from running, and that was his. I think this is a bug. This sucks. The HP bars are still there. This is clearly a miscommunication of the game to the player. This sucks. I'm really sorry to this person. This is obviously a bug. It sucks. It's really sad. We're seeing more shinies than ever. That's really sad to say, but it's true. We're seeing more shinies than ever over the past year or two. Lose shinies to bugs. Will the devs doing they are too busy? Generally, the devs don't compensate for bugged shinies, because if they do, they've had it in the past where people will try to fake, because of bad actors, people will try to fake bugs or fake clips or fake things to try to get free shinies. So it's very complicated. Sometimes they will break that. Sometimes they'll break the outlier and break the mold. Like they actually, there was the shiny Metang situation. Someone lost a shiny Metang due to a really dumb bug, and that player, we like rioted, and that player got his shiny back. But the problem is we can't do it every time, because then it's just, we're breaking rules, and then it's just I get why. It makes sense. It sucks. It's a shitty situation. I feel so bad for this player, but it makes sense why like they have to protect themselves from bad actors. It sucks that because some people are pieces of shit and want to like fake things for free shinies, they have to have rules like that. So it just sucks. So I understand the frustrations. That's really, really sad. Egoist, dude. Much love to him. That's really, really unfortunate. Encounter, that is true. Yeah, that's the Metang had overwhelming evidence. I agree. We saw the battle live. Oh my god, it's so loud. I totally agree. The Metang had a lot of evidence. That sucks, man. It's a shame, yeah. No, thanks for, of course, you for uploading. And I'm so sorry. That's fucking tragic. Like, that is... Muted again? It's not muted. Shut up. It's quiet. Probably when I watch the clips back, the music is so loud. So, the Booze Man, though, the meme is, when the Ralts teleports, its HP bar should disappear from the battle. That's the problem is, like, it shouldn't be a selectable target. Teleport did not go before the crunch, right? The teleport was from a previous turn. It shouldn't be a selectable target after it teleport. That's why it's a bug. I don't think it'll be compensated either, which is really sad and really frustrating. But yeah, it just sucks. It's just a shitty situation. I don't know the answer. It sucks. I hope that he can maybe make an argument, and I don't know. It just sucks. That sucks, man. It just sucks. It is what it is. For sure. Yeah. I would. Yeah. Yeah. I got an Iron Ewok. Of course, dude. You could join the team. Next event season. Oh my god. No, Ewok, you're already so nice. Don't worry about it, man. No worries. Yeah. Please circle on my shiny back. Yeah. Do the devs should come up with a piece of bug content? Like, yes. And the problem is, once again, no. Hey, Booze Man, you're perfect. The fact that I love, it's not you're perfect. I love a person who apologizes. It's just miscommunicate. You're perfect. I fucking love you. You just got plus 20 points in my repertoire. Give this guy a heart emoji. What was I gonna say? Should players, yeah. It's a legitimately great question that I'm not going to pretend to know the perfect answer on. I have my opinion. So this is a PokeForce developer. Do you think the devs should compensate players in cases of bugged content? I obviously think yes. Yes, I think the problem is the pragmatics. Like we can morally say, yeah, of course that deserves that to be the case. But the pragmatics of you open yourself to bad actors, and then you also open yourself up to having to open up a case. If you want to start what's the word, compensating players for bugged content, but like bugged shinies, you have to start investigating every case from that point forward. That's really tough. The Matang situation was very different because he had like thousands of people in live time watching the fight. Like we got to see the battle live. That's the best thing, honestly. If you have a bugged shiny, like try to get people that one, like you just couldn't tell, like. So it's a case-by-case thing. In the ideal world, of course I want players compensated for their bugged fucking lost shinies. Of course. But pragmatically, can that work out with the resources that PokeMMO has? I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and I don't know. I'm not going to say yes or no. I don't know. I wish it was the case. I would like it to be the case. That's the tough reality of the, it's tough. It's a tough situation. If I made a game, yeah, a lot of people in YouTube comments will be like, this isn't even hard. If I would just simply do it. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, bro, you've never made anything in your entire life. Like, it's people in the Coliseum seats will judge the man in the arena harshly. I don't have a video for it yet, Spade, but I plan to do one at some point. But I don't have one yet, to be honest with you. I have 2014 Christmas. I have a prep guide from last year if you're interested. Yeah, and like, yeah. Very real tears, Giga Chad. Roman philosophy, I don't know. Thinking that's money, very convincing. Extra sick. I think that's fucking based, and I think you bring up a yes, I think that's so fine. There are still cases of people faking accidents to get insurance money that cannot be prevented from insurance from that you can't just not have insurance. Personally, I find that's so fucking fair. I love you. I love people who disagree with me respectfully and sternly. Thank you. Thank you. You have no idea how much I want everybody to behave like you instead of fucking, you're actually really stupid, Patrouski, for thinking that, and blah, blah, blah. Like, thank you. That's fine. That's based. I respect you. That's a valid, very valid opposing view, I would go into arguing like there's a lot more money in insurance and the systems are much larger versus the PokeMMO developer team. That'd be like, but there's still good arguments there, like, no, I definitely believe there's a lot of insurance fraud. Just because like it's so tempting, it's one of those things like doesn't really feel like a real crime to a lot of people, a lot of people like insurance fraud is I don't fucking know shit about this, so please talk me out of this, chat, but like it's also like, imagine your fucking house gets burned down. You're probably like, I probably fucking deserve, you're probably like, I deserve a little bit, extra. Like you're like, it's really tough. It's really hard, Shiny fraud, Giga Chad. Yeah, it's really easy to walk your way into some of those crimes. Yeah, exactly, Jack. Which, yeah. Yeah, the raids are almost always the same every year, and I would like to see them. I mean, I would like to see maybe year-round raids that rotate on the Ironman account. The first event on the Ironman account was amazing. Thanks for asking, Ash. How are you doing, dude? Much love to you, man. I had a lot of fun. I had so much fun playing the game, playing the event. Claims that feels crazy. That feels like really high, but yeah, I don't know. It's rough. I don't. What do I know? You know. What do I know? I don't work in insurance. I have no idea. I barely fucking have my own insurance. Dude, I don't know shit, you know? That it was hail. Fuck, that's... Till I try to get a new roof. Wait, okay, that is... I bet you hear a lot of funny fucking stories in insurance. Some dude beat his own roof with a hammer and said it was hail. Did he, like, live in Florida? That would be the funniest fucking thing if he lived in, like, a really warm... That's amazing. That's amazing. What's a cheb? Is that an insult? Do you assume that was in America? Did he live in Florida? Well, it's funny because Florida people are notoriously, well, the meme, from my understanding, it's actually a Florida people actually aren't crazier. It's just that there are different laws when it comes to the news in Florida, right? I could be wrong. Someone could correct me. I believe the way it works in Florida, there's like different, that's why you see like all these like crazy Florida man stories. I think there's like less protections on people who like commit local crimes. Like in certain areas, you like couldn't write a story about a man fucking an alligator, but like in Florida you can. It's like you're allowed to write more. And on top of that, Florida men are crazy. Yeah, true. Gator swamp, yeah. So, but the funny thing about the hail thing is, how would you get hail in Florida? That was the real joke, but it's a double, yeah. It's just crazy there, bro. I am scared of. Guys, really hot take. I'm really brave for saying this. I'm fucking scared of alligators. I'm not scared of fighting most animals. Alligators are scary. I think I could beat them, but because I'm still a crazy American. But I'd be scared. That would be the only way I could lose to an alligator is if I get so scared I stop moving. That's the hard part. Let's test this. I think we've had this discussion a million times, you know. Beat a gorilla. Yes, thank you. Rick Riley can vouch for me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Crocodile never hurt nobody. True. He's just chilling. Just trying to get his Moxie procs. Their bare hands. Multiple people. Have you ever seen Happy Gilmore, Josh B? Multiple people have beaten alligators with their bare hands. No, but but unironically, like, yes. I think multiple. That's like not even like a, because if you get on top of an alligator, it's pretty hard for them to like, they can try to barrel roll you, but like that's awesome. Based rapid. Crocs are, yeah, dude, Crocs are hard countered. You counter swap to a reverse flank team comp. And you hard counter crocodiles. It's like they get hard. They're too simple from their character design standpoint. You can hard counter them. What is bro saying? Bulker runner right on 100 put versus rise on the event. Everyone lose mons but you. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Bro's just saying words. I was kind of yes and no. Crocodiles are weak to electric and grass, I believe. It's based. True. Good point. The life of a twister. I'm just saying shit and also spitting sometimes. Mostly just saying shit. For me, to be honest. Kind of based. Ooh, this is cool. I'm not gonna. This is very cool. Does that have like a cool OT? Timmy Blaster. Nice. So it's yours. Oh shit, you're like a returning 2012 player. That is very cool. That is very cool, man. I don't know how to rate it, but it's cool. HA is hidden ability. Good question. Does Magnet Pokemon in Gen 3? Like in the wild or like in fights? And then what do you, I guess how did it work in Gen 3? Is the, like 3 questions, sorry. Pat's mom? Probably not. She's not very metallic. Isn't children alone for 3 million roast me? Am I dumb? No, I think it's a fair price. I think that's a fair, now not everybody cares about 2016s as much as other years. It depends on, I think it's a totally fair price, if not a good price, Rapid, in my opinion. I think it's totally valid. After patch, I haven't done it yet, HF. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. But a lot. I don't think the wild thing works. Good question. So there's another one. There's a few other things. There's a few other. Yeah, I don't think like the wild abilities work. The out of battle abilities. Welcome back, TB Blaster. It's a cool name. Yes. Yep. 31s weren't added to shinies. 31s were not guaranteed until 2017, 2019, something like that. I'm peeved I didn't get a Cyclops mask in my event openings. Can we agree that my RNG... This is beautiful. Can we agree that my RNG evened out, chat? You can... Feel free to say no. Feel free to say no, your Iron Man account is still too lucky. Can we agree that my account has been extremely lucky up until event season? I've been lucky on almost everything. I've been super lucky. All these absolutely not. Okay, there we go. But I farmed 750 goodie bags and didn't get like anything too crazy. If you watch my goodie bag opening, still too lucky. Hey, fair, fucking valid. I'll try to work on it, man. I'll try to work on it. Yo, I just remember I had like a fucking brain surge. Has anybody seen the horror movie The Descent? Speaking of watching old movies in theaters for the first time, I am gonna go tonight with my wife to go watch The Descent in theaters, and I can't wait. I love that movie. I feel like that is such a good theater movie. That it's such a fucking intense, horrifying, like action. I feel like that'll be a really good theater experience. I love that. I've seen it. I love the movie. I've not seen it in theaters. I haven't seen it in a long time as well. I'm excited to watch it in theaters. The Descent is a really good wife guy. Okay, that it's funny that's all you have to say, and I just know the insult. Like, look at this wife guy. All he fucking is mentions his wife fucking 24/7. Oh man. I also like 5 Frankenstein codes. Okay, fair enough. Maybe fucking Frankenstein coats and pants were just the shit, you know? Wife guy is such a good insult because I immediately knew what you meant. Yeah, I love my wife. Okay, you got me. You fucking caught, bro. You got me, man. Now he's a Boja. We spend a lot of time together. Teleport instead of fly. It would be. If you ever see me fly instead of teleport, I just misclicked and made a mistake. You're correct. Like as a compliment, it's yes and no. I take it as that. I'm really lucky to have met my soulmate at a young age. Gotcha, thanks. No, it's a fair question. I try to be like this stream is not gonna be I'm not that efficient a lot. I get distracted, you know, I misclick, I do funny things, but I try to just I play for long hours and have fun, and yeah. Fuck. That is so Rapid. That is a tough. There's a lot of. I don't want to. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of wife guys who cheat on their wife, and I'm never doing that because that fucking Jesus. Talk about a. Yeah. Holy shit. Anyways. Is anybody? Yes, the Try Guys guy was. I don't really know them, but I heard about it. That's like my. I almost want to stop talking about her because I don't. That's my like. I don't want people to ever think that I could or ever will do that because me and my wife. Okay, this is Mostly, this is legally a joke and also actually a joke. Please don't take this too seriously. Me and my wife are soulmates. We have a pact that if one of us cheats on the other, we have permission to kill each other. That's a joke. In Minecraft, we push it off. In Minecraft, we push each other off a bridge in Minecraft. But yeah, that's fucking. Yeah, that's how much we fucking love each other, and it's just like a, you know. Anyways, can we talk about something important, guys? I want to bring us together for an important conversation. I actually need you guys to help me make the list. How do you spell sauerkraut? Is it like S-O-U-R? Isn't it S-A-U-R? Not like sauerkraut. Okay, I'm kind of a genius. I actually remembered that sauerkraut was spelled S-A-U-R and not like sour. Pretty proud of that, not gonna lie. That's my middle school diploma coming in clutch. But I wanted to show you guys. I don't think there's no docs here. I think I can show this. I need you guys to help me, okay? This is very important stuff. Help me make my list of food and ingredients that we need for Thanksgiving. We're not knowing that. Yeah, that's totally fair. Put it over here. Here's my list. Here's my list. So we can just get rid of the maybe thing. Take up too much space. Here's my list so far, chat. What am I missing? Heinz beans, you're fucked up. Cranberry sauce. We have. Thank you. Unironically, you just helped the fuck out of me. I have cranberry sauce in the cabinet from last year. We had like 2 cans. We only used 1. We have that. That you actually just helped. Key lime pie. I like that. Key lime pie / lemon meringue. That'll be like a maybe. The problem is we only have 4 people, okay? It's me, my wife, and then her parents. Cornbread. The stuffing is cornbread stuffing. Stuffing. Yeah, we might need rolls. That's a good call. Rolls. This is why streaming is important. You got butter? We do have butter. I don't know why that's so. Yeah, we do. Gotta have rolls. Yeah. Oh, I see. No, it's a fair question. Hawaiian rolls. Yes. I can. You know what? Hawaii. It's so important. No, you're reading my fucking lips, Legion. Like, yes. Specific. I agree with you. Cheese. We need some sort of cheese for the mac and cheese. I don't know what my wife needs. I'm gonna put cheese for mac. Ask Casey. I don't know what we need. She makes the mac and cheese. She's the mac and cheese expert. Hawaii. I'm leaving that typo. That's a Hawaiian rolls. It's so crazy. Whiskey. I can't drink in front of her parents. They're very yeah. And in case they're watching this, I actually just don't drink at all and would never drink. True. Giga Chad. Anyway. How's your 2-time for the Christmas event? I am not ready. I'm not. It's actually a great question. What's up, Schmeedy? I'm doing good today considering everything, you know? I'm not ready for the Christmas event. I'm not even ready to prep for it. I'm prepping for the prep of the Christmas event. Does that make sense? I'm breeding, I'm processing, I'm doing things like that, you know? It's sauerkraut. I spelled it right, didn't I? Oh, did I still get it wrong? Is there an E? Is that true? I almost got it right. Fuck. Yeah, you're right. I almost had it. Is it like this? I almost had it. I almost spelled sauerkraut right. That's a tough one. That's a tough word. I don't know. And Q, good question. Green beans. We have good one though, because we have green beans. 2 cans green beans, 1 can mushroom soup. We have yeah. Okay, I'll fix. Wait, how do you? Now you say it. Oh, but now that you say it, Hawaiian. I don't know, bro. I'm cooked. I want a veggie. We have corn. Corn is on here. Corn is like the sweetest veggie. Hot dog flavored water. Oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you. Hawaiian. I'll fix it because chat's gonna be. Is that right? That looks so wrong. But I think it's right. That's right. Yeah, you're a genius, Ramel. Deviled eggs. I'm not gonna make deviled eggs. I'm gonna be so honest. But it's a good suggestion. That is a fucking green beans. We have my wife's in chat. We have the cans of green beans on the list. No, I'm a bad streamer. It's off the screen. I'm being toxic. Wife guy's being toxic to his wife. Cringe. Cringe. Okay. The problem is I'm known for making too much food. I really like to go overboard. Hammer turkey. It's 4 people is the... I would love to do a ham and a turkey. But it's 4 people. We live in like a... I don't want to say small apartment, but like a, you know, apartment. With 1 oven. I don't know if we're, you know... We're feeding... This is for 4 people. I'm really excited. Has anybody ever made... Where's my chefs in chat? Has anybody ever made crockpot mashed potatoes? Yes, I am making a lot of food on purpose for leftovers. The problem, yeah, chat's gonna convince me to make even more food. Those are potatoes, or does both work? Good, like the spelling? I don't know. Good question. Okay, now I just wanted help on what foods I should include for Thanksgiving, and now chat's just flaming me for all my misspellings in my notepad document. It's just notes, guys. It's just it's kind of funny. Potatoes. I had a lot of instant mashed potatoes, like the powder mashed potatoes growing up. I can't eat them. I don't really like them. I mean, I can, but like, I don't really like them anymore. I'm gonna be honest. I think adamant is much better for a catching breadloom. Great question. The damage is, you'll often outspeed at level 100. I forgot the gravy. Voiceless. You're a fucking 500 IQ. You're 5 million IQ. 2 cans of gravy at least. You're a million IQ. Oh, sorry if I misunderstood, Legion. That's what I was saying. Sorry if I gotcha. Sorry if I misunderstood. My apologies. I totally just, yeah. Yeah, I hate making mashed potatoes. Anybody who says, oh, making mashed potatoes is so easy. Show me. Show me you making 5 pounds of mashed potatoes in under 3 hours. I dare you. Do it. Try it. Record it. It's so hard. It is so hard to fucking make. I've made so many mashed potatoes. It takes so much time. It's so annoying. I hate it so much. It's fucking insufferable. I do that weekly. I've eaten a lot. I fucking hate. Don't peel them. I would love to not peel them. The people I'm cooking for don't like the skin and the potatoes. So that, like, it's, you know, what's hard about it? The problem is the quantity of mashed potatoes. Last year, I had so many potatoes. I had a pot that was so big. I'm not kidding you. I fucking hate gas stoves. I know chefs love gas stoves. It took an hour for the fucking pot of water to boil. It took an hour. It took 1 hour for the fucking water to boil. I was losing my mind. I was crashing. I had to like keep pouring water out. It was insane because it was such a giant pot of so many potatoes and so much water. The fucking gas stove wasn't strong enough to get the water to boil. Watch for the whole time? I did for a fair bit of it. It was insane. I hate gas stoves. They don't get hot enough. We'll on the kettle first, for fuck's sake. Okay, that's insane, but also kind of a good idea. Then you have to like... That's not a bad idea. But that's a crazy workaround. I have to like boil half the water in a kettle and then boil half the water in the pot and then combine them. That is some British shit, but it would work. I did that strat. I'm aware, like, making mashed potatoes sucks. I will die on this hill. Making mashed potatoes fucking sucks. Filled with hot water. Our sink doesn't have hot water. I don't know if that's a... American apartments are fucked up. They just don't give a shit because they know that people have to buy housing. They don't give a fuck, dude. Put the potatoes in. I tried that rapid and the water wouldn't. It was too much water. But I think I still, yeah, fucked up. But unfortunate skill issue. For cooking? Is it like scrape off minerals or some shit, Kev? I didn't know that, to be fair. Start a campfire? Yeah, maybe that's... I had to start... Okay, so keep in mind, I am basically like, hey guys, making mashed potatoes is so hard. And the chat response is, oh, make a campfire. That will... make a campfire. That makes it really easy. Yeah. That's awesome. The meme is... the point is, making mashed potatoes is really fucking hard. People like, it's mechanically very easy, but it's so much work. Same time, is that true? Is that? No way, right? Because surely the hot water would be easier to boil. The whole point of I could be wrong. I'm not a scientist. Doesn't it have to? I didn't restore PP. Does it? Thank you. Doesn't it have to? When something boils, where's my scientist in chat? Look in the fucking Twitch department of Scientry. When something boils, it's reaching a certain temperature. That's what's causing it to boil, right? So like, if you put in water that's at 80 degrees Fahrenheit versus if you have two pots, one of the water starts at 80 degrees, one starts at 40. Wouldn't the one at 80 boil faster because it's gonna reach that temperature that it needs to boil faster? Yeah, 212 degrees Fahrenheit is the boiling point, correct? Or 100 C, but it's 212 Fahrenheit. I don't know why that's the thing I remember. By a little? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I misunderstood. The oldest wise tales? Yeah. It was a myth. And to be fair, there's a lot of myths that we were told as kids that like, it's a good question of like, if you're told myths as kids, it's our job to try to break those myths, but it sucks that we're the first generation to have to do it. One that I was always, I believed this myth until I was like 19. The one where it's like, if you shave your hair, it grows back faster. That's a total myth, correct? I'm like, it's a total myth, I believe. Bro, when I was 14, when I was like 12 years old, I was shaving, I'll be honest, I was shaving my fucking mustache, my peach fuzz, trying to grow a mustache faster. That's some real fucking teenage boy shit, I'll be honest. I'll be 100% real. It was dumb as shit, but it's what you do. What's this list? Welcome to the stream, the PokeMMO stream. This is my Thanksgiving foods that I'm planning to prepare. And I was asking Chad, this is the... You see, PokeMMO is just such an engaging game that sometimes we have to try to... I don't know what the meme is here. We do things on the side. It's fun. I'm just showing chat my grocery list. That's actually what we're doing! You guys are helping me with my grocery list. That's how out of content we are. No. That's actually what's happening. That's so fucked up. Well, thank you guys for your help. I really appreciate it. Side quest stream. Streaming is fucking... If you want real... if you want real content, go watch a fucking movie. Go watch TV shows. Like, if you want side quest shit, hey, man, Twitch. It's where it's at, man. Giga Chad. I think it's what this site is for, man. I think it's for, like... humans being humans, little fun stuff. If you want to be truly entertained, you can go watch higher budget material. This is for the fucking schmeemers. We're here for the schmeems. Find Jenny Magic? Yeah, I'll try, dude. Dinner foods for appetizers. Oh, fuck. That's a good question. Gumbo on Thanksgiving is a must. I've never heard anyone say that. I've never heard of that in my entire life. I am so interested. I've never heard of that. I want to make that a thing. I don't know if I've never made gumbo though. I fucking love gumbo. Fuck. That sounds amazing. As real game, wish me luck. That's good luck, Danny. Louisiana. I found the Louisiana restaurant. Fuck. Cornbread. The stuffing. Great question. Excuse me. The stuffing is cornbread stuffing. I love cornbread. I don't know if we need cornbread on top of it. We have rolls. No way, it's just the 4 of us. Everyone is getting slop. This is for feeding 4 people. I like to cook. I really like... Dude, the older I get, I'm a simple man. I'm a basic bitch, I guess. I love the holidays. The older I get, the more I love Thanksgiving. The more I love Christmas. The more I love... Like, dude, I fucking love holidays. It's such a good excuse. I love that humans invented holidays as an excuse to be nice to people, as an excuse to feel joy for for an arbitrary reason. I love it, dude. When you're 12 years old, you're like, well, it's actually kind of weird. Holidays are kind of weird. It's interesting that we like kind of celebrate the same thing every. It just kind of doesn't it feel kind of you know, Christmas is actually just a capitalist greed. You know, Thanksgiving is actually just used to sell people more food and blah blah blah. Hey, who cares? When you're 14, this is like the r/I am very smart. It's so deep like thing. And then when you hit like 18, you're like, yes, it is all arbitrary, but it's also fun, Dika Chad. Like you realize like, oh shit, it's actually. Part of growing up is realizing that it's okay to fall into trends or things that just make your life better and happier. Does that make sense? In my opinion. Part of growing up is like being like, yes, Christmas is to like make money and sell toys and very commercialized and capitalized, yada, 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 yada. It's also a way to make kids happy and also a way to like spread joy and also like there's a lot of beautiful things too. Like it's all like, just take the focus on the positives, you know? This is an Iron Man dinner. Are you grinding the okay, that's fuck, that's awesome. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Wait till you have kids. Thankfully, yeah, it gets even more magical. Okay, I thought you were gonna say something mean. That's really sweet. I can only imagine, to be fair, the joy on your kid's face on Christmas would probably be amazing. It would probably be like, I don't know if there's a better. I'm never gonna have kids. I personally, it's my choice, okay? Please respect it, right? The joy you would see on your kid's face giving them like a good present for Christmas, that's got to be one of the best feelings in the world. I do respect that a lot. That's awesome. So I will give presents to like nephews and whatever the you know, other kids in my life. So they're going to share food, dude. It's just, yeah, growing up is realizing that it's okay to like, it's okay to acknowledge the negatives in things and still like appreciate still do the positives and appreciate them or whatever. Do you like corn? Is it too much on the table? I have corn because I bought like a pack of corn at Costco, so it's like 18 cans of corn and I'm not eating it enough. So I'm gonna serve corn. Oh, I wonder, oh yo, Casey, if my wife's in chat, what if we made Mexican street corn? I feel like your mom would love that, but I also don't know if she would like, she might take issue with that at Thanksgiving. She's very like traditional. I love the idea of Mexican street corn at Thanksgiving. That sounds fucking awesome. Also, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I'll get some flack for this. Mexican street corn is the most American thing you could ever do. Not in like obviously they invented it, they did blah blah blah. It's mayonnaise and crushed up red 40 chips on corn. Like it is the people will like look at American food and be like, oh my god, so artificial, so fake. All American food is all full of sugar, and then they'll fucking slurp down mayonnaise corn and be like, oh my god, so culture. I'm very smart. I'm very authentic food. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And it's like, what? But it's amazing. Mexican corn is fucking godlike. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. But I do hate that people will the double what's it called? The double standard of like, yeah. Just judge food for what it tastes like, not from where it's from, you know? In my opinion. My elote, please. That's fair if that's, but it's still, yeah, it's still like, man, which you know, it's fucking delicious. It's amazing. I had some. I bought some at the beach. It's so fucking. It's so good, dude. Mexican street corn is amazing, dude. It's literally like, it's mayonnaise and cottage cheese, or sorry, excuse me, not cottage cheese. That's too white. Let me calm down. Cotija cheese, which is usually a crumbly white cheese, queso fresco, or even Parmesan. They're potential substitutes. Yeah, it's just, yeah, to me, it's just, yeah, it's amazing. It's fucking delicious. What else do you do on Thanksgiving? Watch movie? Good question. I don't know. I would love to watch the football game or whatever's on. Actually, fire. I try my best. I mean, the real is like, I have gotten that compliment a lot over the years. Like, call me genuine. I don't know how. The problem is I'm such a bad liar, and I don't know how to be. I don't know how to be anything other than what I am. So I hope that what I am is not a total piece of shit, because I can't change it. Like I literally don't. I physically, I don't know what, I don't know. You know, it's one of those things like, I just put myself out there, and if some people like it, they awesome. If they don't, I get it, you know, sort of thing. Like I just try to roll with the punches. Authentic, yeah. Make good shit. Based, unbelievably based. W bad liars. I'm the worst. I suck at, like, funny example, but like Among Us. I suck at I can't play Among Us because, and I don't know what it is. Every time I play Among Us, everybody in the call knows exactly what my role is, and I literally can't figure out what is my tell. That's how bad it is. Like I can't figure out what is giving it away, but people just fucking know. It's like my tone or my voice like obviously change. Like I don't know, it obviously changes. Like I can't pinpoint it. I have crazy glaze to say, but Ezreal Jungle Clear is too mechanical to say it. Okay, that's amazing. I love you playing fucking. That's awesome, Danny. Hope you're having fun. I want to watch the fucking Danny Trackmania streams. Trackmania is fucking. I keep getting virtual YouTube shorts. Xmas food goes hard. True. My American friend likes cheese on popcorn. Cheesy popcorn is. It's like a powdered. It sounds gross, but like cheesy popcorn makes sense when you eat. In my opinion, if you eat it. Cheese. It's the 3 big popcorns in the US. It's like those tins of like. It's like normal butter popcorn, caramel corn, and then cheesy corn. Cheesy corn, I mean, it just tastes like Cheetos, kinda. It's like a cheesy popcorn. Okay, I just typed cheesy corn instead of cheesy popcorn, and then I got like images of like the vegetable corn with being cheesy, and that looked amazing. Like a cheddar popcorn is just, it's like this. It's like a dust. It's like a dust sprinkled. It red 40 popcorn a little bit. Yeah, it's like a dust sprinkled over the popcorn. It's just good. It just tastes like Cheetos, kind of like, not exactly, but like it's just kind of like Cheetos. It's good. I think it's good. I think caramel popcorn's the best pop. Well, no, kettle corn. I didn't realize. I thought it was unanimous that everybody understood. Everybody mutually had an agreement that kettle corn is the best popcorn. My wife doesn't like kettle popcorn. I didn't realize there was people that existed like that. I literally did not realize that it was possible to not like kettle corn, because in my life experience, like kettle corn is so obviously the best popcorn. What's up, sorry if Elio Steez? I butchered the fuck out of this. You can yell at me and teach me to say it. I can just say Steez. Yes, it is time to. How it's time? Yes, it is basically. It's time to. I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? It's time to do Jimmy runs. Maybe I'll do some trainer runs. We'll have to see. I'm just trying to make some Pokeyen. I'm shiny hunting as well in the meantime, which is fun and enjoyable. You know, like popcorn. Full stop. That's tough. Popcorn is a great snack. Like you could make it healthy. You can make it sweet. You can make it unhealthy. You could. Popcorn's honestly really flexible. A little bit different flavors. Popcorn's kind of goated. Popcorn is a base. You can go sweeter, savory. Yeah. I actually so I've been experimenting. It's funny you guys bring this up. I had root beer flavored popcorn this year. Wait, this is on my desk. Oh, I'm such a fucking fat ass for this, to be fair. This is on my desk right now. Zebra popcorn. It's like white and milk chocolate. I've been eating it very slowly because it's so much. It's so dense. But like this to be on my desk is pretty crazy. And then I had lemon popcorn this year. I have a bag of cotton candy popcorn. I've had some crazy popcorns this year. I don't know. It's been my popcorn year, I guess. Light snack? No, this bag is probably like, it's a Costco bag. It's huge. Did Native Americans invent popcorn? Is that the lore? Popcorn origin. I want to learn food history. Popcorn originated in the Americas, where indigenous people domesticated corn and discovered it would pop when heated. The old fucking shout out, bro. Holy shit. Popcorn is really good. It's like so versatile. Popped kernels. Popcorn's fucking awesome. Imagine how scary that must have been. Imagine you like accidentally drop some like corn kernels in like a boiling pot of water over the fire, and you start hearing like boom, like explosions, boom. Oh, it's just I can eat it. Oh, it's tasty. Like Dude, could you imagine? That'd be fucking terrifying. Like, holy shit. Discovering popcorn. Insane, dude. To remember, some of Mexico was crazy. Food was always going. Dude, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. Explosions, huh? Have you ever popped corn? You them up kernels? I will if I'm being lazy. I have in the past. You shouldn't. But, I mean, I don't know if it really matters. I don't know. Discovered milk? Yeah, what's the freaky who discovered milk? Yeah. First friend. Dude, fucking hell yeah, Gattuzi. Have you ever popped corn as a trade line? It's all pop. Like, it's not like gunshots actually, but like, you know, it's scary. Like, okay. Also, guns probably didn't even exist back then. Imagine cooking a fucking food and hearing like that noise. Like, that would be fucking terrifying. Like, oh, that is true. I'm so dumb I didn't even think about that, Rumel. That is true. Does it almost popped at the bottom of the bag? I respect it. No, I get it. We're humans. Yeah, that's kind of... We were like Neanderthals. Is that right? Is that a crazy... Is that a okay term to use? Neanderthals? Neanderthals. Stop saying it. I want to know what it means. Neanderthals. It's like a subhuman type, you know, like the stage before Homo erectus. Okay, calm down, bro. What the hell? God damn, Google. Put on safe search. Ever had skinny dipped almonds? What is a skinny dipped almond? Skinny is like chocolate dipped? I love... Chat always types huh and what'd you say? Oh my god, blah blah blah. I love nuts in my food. I love it so fucking much. I love cashew chicken. I love all Asian foods with nuts in them. Cashews. I've had Thai dishes with macadamia nuts. I've had, you know, cashews, peanuts. Like I love every... Almonds, walnuts. I love it all, man. It's all so fucking good. I love savory nut dishes. It's sweet. It's so good, man. Was it that? But they also lemon peanut butter jelly. They're goated. Anything peanut butter and jelly. Okay, it's funny. Like, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are fine to me. They're like B tier, like maybe like C to B tier. I'd say a PB&J sandwich for me personally is like C to B tier. But something that is PB&J flavored, one of my favorite, oh my god. There's a restaurant near me that serves a PB&J old fashioned. And what it is, it's a I remember the first time it sounds really bougie and it kind of is, but like not. It's like it's 15, hear me out, okay? It's actually, it sounds bougie. It's under the facade of being bougie, but it's actually a fucking broke boy's dream, okay? Hear me out. This restaurant near me has a PB&J old fashioned, and I ordered it and they served it to me and they gave me a little glass of wine and an old fashioned, and I was like, hey, I think you like gave me an extra drink, and they're like, no, it's a sip for sip experience. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I was immediately like, I'm too poor for this. What, can you explain that? What does that mean? And they were like, yeah, you basically like sip it back and forth. And I was like, oh, and so it's $15. You get a glass of wine and an old fashioned made with like peanut butter whiskey, and you sip one and sip the... It's so fucking good. It gets you trashed off one cocktail order. It's so good. I love it so much, dude. Holy fuck. I love PB&J like flavored things, but PB&J sandwiches themselves. It's one of my favorite cocktail orders. It's fantastic. I love cocktails. I'm definitely a cocktail over a beer kind of guy for sure. I'll drink whatever, but it's actually good. I like a PB&J with strawberry jelly. I'm a strawberry jelly fan. Thunderbolt whiskey, yeah. It's good, man. It's good. D's nuts, sweet southern barbecue peanuts. Obviously, this is a D's nuts joke, but I think I have. There's some nut brand. No, I don't think I have actually. There's some nut brand in South Carolina, North Carolina. I don't know which one. North Carolina. There's some nut. Oh, try my nuts. Yeah. I've been there. I have been to try my nuts. One of those like vacation memer spots. Miss Brandon, Mr. B. Wait, that's insane. What? Try my nuts. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, try my nuts. They sued Mr. Beast. I don't. Okay, what is happening on the internet? That's so crazy. Legit question. Yeah. I haven't. They look. I love nuts. These look amazing. Also, like, oh, like a. These look amazing. These look amazing. Have. The sauce in the UK called Daddy Sauce. Okay, that dude. At that point, like, you just abbreviate it to like DS or something, like these nuts. What do you do with that? How do you tell your friends like, hey, have you tried this, or do you want some? Are we done on the? Okay, are we done? Am I missing anything on the Thanksgiving list, by the way, chat? Turkey, mashed potatoes. Oh, has anyone ever made crockpot mashed potatoes? That was the point I was trying to get to. Was I fucking hate making mashed potatoes, so I'm gonna try to make them in the crockpot this year. If you have any advice, let me know. There are plenty of recipes online I'm gonna follow, obviously, but cashews are fun. Have you seen? So I actually saw like the other day. I didn't know this. Do you guys know that cashews grow on top of little apples? Not like actual apples, but like little apple-like things. Like it's fucking. It's like no wonder they're expensive. Yeah, I didn't know this. I saw like on the fucking meme the other day. Cashews, like, they're just like the stem part basically of like an apple type thing, and they just like throw away the fucking apples. Not really, but like it's crazy. They're a weird growth. Yeah, they're growths on a fruit. It's so weird. Okay, God, that is a funny. God damn it. Well, I'm gonna try to make mashed potatoes in the crock pot this year to make that a lot easier, hopefully. Doesn't drink. True. Also, what's it called? Yo, what's up, Shido? God, that makes me want to make fucking crockpot meatballs, but why is there a food list? Great question. It's my Thanksgiving shopping list. Would you like to help me add to it? Or have any suggestions? This is the level of content we've been reduced to, Sensei, where Chad has helped me with my literally my grocery list. This is what we're up to in the PokeMMO community. So I didn't. That's fair, Rumel. I didn't know about that. So that's fair. I get that. No, you're perfect, Rapid. Make s'mores. Vanilla. Ooh. Timmy Blaster. You just gave me a brain blast. Whipped cream for the pie. Whipped cream for pie. My mother-in-law will not be happy if there's not whipped cream for the pumpkin pie. That's a good call. That's sad, Rumel. Good to know. And on a similar vein, we probably need. The problem is, my mother-in-law is gonna want pumpkin pie and potentially apple pie, but I don't really like either of those pies. I'm a key lime pie, lemon meringue pie fan. So do I get 4 pies for 4 people? Probably not. Right? Oh man. For people, yeah, that's sad, Ramel. I can so I can farm leppas. So I actually have started farming leppas, but like Shino, to give you an idea, these leppas took me I think 2 or 3 weeks to get, maybe even longer. Like this was such a process. It might be like a month. This took me so long to get this many leppas. So I can use leppas. I have to grow them myself. It's very hard. That sucks. Yeah. I appreciate your understanding, of course, Rabbit. Thank you, Ramel. What's up, Chalks? How you doing, dude? What's up? What's up? Whipped cream was a good call. I would have forgot. S'mores are just too tough, I guess, with like a different day, maybe. That sounds great, but. Was you an Iron Man? Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah. Get 4 pies. I don't know if I need any. I don't know if a guy like me needs any more pie. It's like, I love pie. I do. Dratini is the big, so Dratini's the big hit here, but I'd be happy with any shiny. Like that, you know, any shiny is a W. Like you can't be picking and choosing too much. I've heard it isn't gluttony. Yeah, but I have enough gluttony in my life. I don't know. I love you, Cav. I love that you're I'm gonna be honest, you know. I'm not a huge pumpkin pie. I'll have one slice a year. Apple pie, maybe what now. I've dropped this take a million times and I'll drop it again. Okay, normal apple pie, C tier, it's fine. Maybe even D tier. Dutch apple pie, A tier. It's unreal. It is unreal the difference, dude. Dutch. Why would you ever serve apple pie when you could just serve Dutch apple pie? It is so much better. It's unreal. It is so much better. Was it actually made by the Dutch? What's the origin? We're doing food history, boys. Origin of Dutch. It's gotta be, right? Dutch apple pie. Tied to the Netherlands. Shout out to my fucking Netherlands viewers. I love your Dutch apple pie, bro. It's so much better. That is actually, yeah. That was like a scoop of vanilla. So that we could arguably have vanilla ice cream. We have a little bit of vanilla ice cream. We're not getting more. A legit slab. I've seen a lot of people making soda. I've never had it. I'm gonna try it. What's the apple pie? It's just apple pie, but instead of like the crust on top, here I'll show you. It's like a bunch of crumbles, and it's sweeter, and it just tastes so much better. You can also like throw pecans or walnuts in the pie itself. Dutch apple pie is more of like a crumble. Look at a picture. This one's very fancy looking, and then it has a little scoop of ice cream on top. This is Dutch apple pie. Dutch apple pie looks so, oh my god, it's so much fucking better than American apple pie. No disrespect. I wish, you know, no disrespect. This shit is so good. Kind of like an apple crumble, or like, yeah, for sure. It's very, yeah. Versus if I look up like American apple pie. American apple pie is fine. It's just like, there's just better pies, man. There's so many good pies. Why limit ourselves? Okay, this is kind of an unfair comparison because the first picture is so pretty. Applepie.png. This is I am cherry picking. This is unfair. But look at the Dutch apple pie next to the American. Look at this, and tell me which one. This is not a fair comparison. This one, like the one on the right, is obviously way more like there was more care and effort and fanciness put into that. But like it's insane. Like, yeah, the Dutch apple pie clears the American apple pie. It's crazy, man. The American flag is very funny. Putting in being proud of this dish is very fun. Imagine being like, that's my country's dish, cake Kona. I'm proud of that one. The flag is very fucking funny. How very, like, it looks so, it's like a fucking literal piece of shit compared to the next one. And they're like, what? Yeah, cake Kona, brother. I claim that one. Can't be. I'm a lemon meringue. I'm a lemon meringue guy. I love lemon meringue pie is my favorite pie. I'm a lemon meringue guy all the way. Key lime pie, I always say key lime pie is so much better than I always remember. If someone asks me, hey, what do you think of key lime pie? I'll be like, oh, it's like B tier or like A tier. Like, I like key lime pie. And you have a bite of key lime pie and you're like, no, it's S tier. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Not a dessert kind of person. What's your vice? What's your... Key lime's underrated. I agree. I'm glad we're having the real discussions. That's pretty cool. Yeah, key lime. Oh, that's a good question. Which pies should be served hot versus cold? Key lime pie is cold. Key lime, lemon meringue. Apple pie's gotta be warm, dude. I don't like... Apple pie's gotta be warm. I don't like a cold apple pie. Pie should be... Ooh, the room temp take. Pie should be room temp. I respect it, but I disagree. But I fucking I get it. Convince me, Rumel. I think apple pie needs to be warm. It's like so important. Nope. Oh, I'm I think this is not fair to say because I'm not diagnosed, but I feel like I have a learning disability. I feel like maybe it's because I misread things so much on stream. It's like crazy. That's disrespectful to those who actually have one. I'm mostly joking, so please don't take that too seriously. That's, you know, I take that pretty seriously. No pie should be room temp. Yes, I agree. I think everything, it should either be hot or cold. Yeah, that's based. Apple pie is so often served room temp, and I fucking hate it. Same with pumpkin pie. Maybe that's my problem with maybe I like apple pie and pumpkin pie more than I realize, and I'm judging them based off of past experiences where they've been room temp. Because so many people will go buy the bakery pies. Okay, let me know if this is a hot take. I think the bakery pies are worse than the frozen pies most of the time. That's my... It depends on the grocery store bakery, not like a local bakery, obviously. I think that grocery store bakery pies are more expensive and worse than just a freezer section pie that you would thaw or reheat up. I don't know if it's a hot take. I don't know. I could see pecan pie being argued to be room temp. That's fair. I love pecan pie is one of my favorites. That's up there. What's up, Slay? Hard baked goods. Maybe it just really depends on the store, Brumel. That's so super fair. Is frozen pie an American thing? I don't know. We have really good frozen pies in America. I like a good meat pie. My favorite food is chicken pot pie. I'm not a huge chicken guy, but chicken pot pie, shepherd's pie with lamb, or I prefer ground beef because, you know, it's the American shepherd's pie or whatever. We should, I don't know why we don't. We should use the proper distinctions. We should call it, in the UK, you guys have two different names. You have shepherd's pie and cottage pie. Is that right? And then, but in America, we just call it all shepherd's pie, and it's almost never lamb or sheep or whatever. It's almost always ground beef. Why don't we just we should just use both names, you know? Cans of gravy. I'm a canned gravy buyer. You can flame me if you grew up, you know, fair enough. I don't make my own gravy. I don't know how to do it. I don't want to do it. It's just, I prefer the taste. I've had homemade gravies. I prefer the taste of a canned brown gravy. I'm sorry. You can flame me. I'll take the memes, you know. Going off today. Yeah, true. Dude, okay. I'm not even a huge Snickers, the candy bar fan, Rumel. The those ice cream candy bars are so fucking. Is cow pie? I've heard it's cottage, but maybe I'm sure there's different, you know. Poutine should be normalized in the US. 100. Yes. Also, another food that is very American. French fries dumped in fried cheese and gravy. Me when I eat poutine. How cultural, very classy, very authentic food. Yum, yum. Me when I eat American food. Oh my god, so artificial, so full of fats and sugars. Bro, it's fucking gravy and French fries. Like, it's the most American food but it's amazing. Like, it's so good. You know, I'm not judge food on the taste, not where it's from. That's all I'm saying. A lot of poutine. I could eat a lot of poutine. I'll be sorry. Poutine might be a food that I could eat the most of. I'll be so honest. Or is it gravy like a non-UK thing? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's fair. I don't know. Maybe like jarred is like, we have like, when I say canned, it's realistically like a glass jar of gravy. Wisconsin. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. That makes a big difference. I have had cheese curds are like. There's a lot of quality difference on certain cheese curds. That is really true. So good. Now I want poutine. Fuck. I do love... Oh, I forgot to fucking heal. We can meme... Okay, I do love... I feel like a lot of college bro bars are bringing back poutine. That actually is W. Chemical curds. Chemical. I think... I don't know enough about cheese curds. I believe cheese curds are just little fried pieces of like a certain... What is... Educational stream. What is a cheese curd? A cheese curd is a fresh, solid piece of cheese, typically mild and squeaky. Squeaky. That's a byproduct of the cheese making process. They are formed when milk is acidified and coagulated, and the resulting solids are separated from the whey. Instead of being aged, they are sold fresh and can be eaten as is, or famously breaded and deep fried. So that's interesting. Cheese curds aren't like, it's like a byproduct of making the cheese. You just, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Moist, it's gross to think about. Cheese curds are just little pieces of curdled milk. It's gross to think about, but yeah. Curds and whey? I don't know. I don't think so. Real fresh cheese? Yeah, basically. Put pulled pork on it? I adore pulled pork. I fucking DoorDash on stream. No, I've only DoorDashed for myself once in my life, and it was Taco Bell on a very on a zooted night, we'll say. Now I DoorDashed for myself. I think it was this year. It took me until I was 27 years old to ever DoorDash something for myself. That's how I'm very frugal. I don't like, but DoorDash is fucking, I get it. I get how people get like addicted to it. It's very, you know, a Culver's. I don't know if we do, man. Culver's sounds amazing. I don't know if we do. What all cheese starts as. Interesting. Culver's near me. Let me see. I've heard Culver's seems amazing. It feels totally up my alley. It feels very American, very fatty, very over the top, very delicious. I do not think there's a Culver's near me. Yeah, nothing comes up. I don't think there is. Between cheese curds with the lemon. That's cool. You get Cav out here, the food scientist. Best one of my life. Best meal of the year. Let me go see this ramen. I love. Dude, I fucking love my wife. You know why? My wife just picked up. Oh, I fucking love her deal hunting. My wife just picked up like 25 energy drinks from the Dollar Tree because they were on turbo sale for $1 a piece. Oh my god, I love her. That's the kind of shit. I'm 27. That gets me fucking hyped up, bro. 25 cents per energy drink. Oh my god, nothing I get fucking. Which ones? You're gonna make fun of me. It's Prime. Okay, but I buy Prime energy drinks when they're at the Dollar Tree because they're a 0 calorie. They do taste good. Obviously, I don't really support, you know, what's going on over there, but like they're 25 cents. I'm sorry. I'm guilty, okay? What turbo sale? Sometimes so I also bought if places they're like expiring is why they go on turbo sale. I bought like 28 Slim Jims recently for 25 cents a piece. A hell of a deal. It really is. You're amazing for this. This shit actually gets me so hype. Oh, this is okay. Also, the guy who said brought up the Northern Lights earlier sent me the picture of his Northern Lights. Dude, this is, can I show this on stream? This is like amazing. This is like, are you a photographer? This is like a really good picture. I feel like I've never seen the Northern Lights. I don't know if I ever will, but like I always get told like, oh, keep your expectations low. Like they're not that crazy. Like it depends on your angle and like the pollution and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to show it on stream. I hope it's okay. This is like amazing. This is like really fucking beautiful. That's like pretty damn, like, I don't know, in my opinion, maybe I'm just easily impressed, but like, that's pretty fucking stunning, dude. I do love, I gotta learn how to make boiled eggs with like what's it, like a runny egg? What do you call a boiled egg that's like soft on the inside? Is that a word for it? What am I thinking of? Just soft boiled eggs. That is one of the whitest things, dude, growing up, I loved boiled eggs. Okay, I had a lot of them. We would fucking, my mom was she would boil those suckers until they were fucking rubbery, and like, dude, we just boiled those suckers for out like so long, like so fucking long. I didn't realize that I didn't realize it was like a thing later on in life that you're supposed to like boil them, get a bowl of cold water, like flash, you know, like I was like, wow, that makes really, you know, it's interesting. That's beautiful. It's a really beautiful, like that's fucking amazing, dude. Mayak eggs. Yeah, that's like a really amazing picture, you know? You're right up there in Canada. That's amazing. Hey, deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs, but I get it. You know what I love? Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna write this down, but it might not. This is a maybe. This should go on the maybe tier list. Pickled eggs. Oh my god. I fucking love pickled eggs. I love pickled eggs so much. I love pickled eggs so much. I love the fucking dumbass pink eggs. Oh my god. Oh man. What I miss? What happened? I really don't like olives. Yeah, I think if you're olives, I hate olives. My wife might want some olives. Or ice water. Yeah. Green olives are goated. Would you be interested in a pickling stream? Wait, I kind of am. What? I kind of am. Yes, Giga Chad. What do you mean by that? A pickling stream? Someone's trying to market manipulate Lava Hood? I kind of... How so? Let me see. That's interesting. Up 5... Wow. 481%. That's weird. Isn't it a gift shop vanity? Is it a hat? RP item. Yeah, Lava Hood. That's weird. Yeah, this is strange. Someone is trying to apparently manipulate the price of Lava Hood. For reference, it's an RP item. This is a pretty like statically priced item. They're currently, it's up 481% from 550k to 3.2 mil. You don't need to pay this price. You could just go, it's 500 RP in the gift shop right now. You could just go buy 1,000 RP for what's it called? For 1.8 mil. Spend half, it's 900k. Yeah, 500 RP is 936,000 Pokeyen in value. You could buy this for 900k. Why would you ever buy it off the GTL for 3.2 mil? That's weird. I don't know if it's someone like just making a mistake or like there's some other thing at, I don't know. That's strange. It's the market doing weird market things, but that's saved question mark, saved question mark, saved question mark, saved? I think we're saved. I think we're saved. Saved, refresh, saved, Poggies. Okay. We got it back, fellas. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate that. 2 crashes today. Not too bad. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Saved. Yeah, not even too bad. Not even too bad. Not even too shabby. We're like actually getting our encounters up on the Iron Man. That feels fucking fun, man. That feels satisfying. Up to almost 5,000 encounters, man. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Move this over here. Audio, is it an audio bug or some shit? Let me see. Lava Hood is sneak RMT. I doubt it. I just sometimes yeah, cutting. Is anybody else having audio cutting or mic cutting? Let me know. Xfinity Wi-Fi. My Xfinity Wi-Fi, it was probably for maintenance. I'm not like that, man. My Wi-Fi did go out last night. Like no audio. Okay. Let me know if it can try to refresh or something like that. Cartoozy. Sorry if you're, and I believe you're having them. Sorry you're having the issues. I was gonna check. Oh, the Lava Hood again. I want to see the spike. Spikes to 8 mil. That's so weird. Yeah, that's so sweet. Yeah, there's just 2 on the market. This is like not an item you can like manipulate because it has a static supply. That's strange. No yams, sweet potatoes. It's tempting. It's tempting. It's just kind of like a. It's kind of like a do we need it on top of everything else type thing. I should also take this list off stream in a sec. Once again, this amount of food is for 4 people. This is gonna be way too much food. Right now we're looking at as dishes, mashed potatoes, 2 different stuffings, green bean casserole, mac and cheese, sauerkraut, pumpkin pie, a second pie, Hawaiian rolls, gravy, if you count that as like a, you know, its own thing, potentially pickled eggs, corn, au gratin potatoes, cranberry sauce. They already said green bean casserole. Where's the beans? There's no shot. I'm not having beans. And it's better. I got you. Thank you, David, for the heads up. There's a really putting value and change for a little bit stuck. I almost fell for. Ooh, yeah. RP has been fucking weird recently. Are we in the dark? I would say that video is still pretty like 90%, maybe 80% relevant, Kurt. We are in the dark with a lot of these events. We have to just go off of best guesstimates. I do plan to make a better, you know, potatoes and potatoes. Did I do it differently on both? Mashed potatoes, au gratin potatoes. Yeah, I see. Well, I corrected it because chat said, I don't know. I'm gonna do that. I do have a video called how to prepare for event season. How to prepare for event season PokeMMO 2025. Which this video also covers Christmas, and this video covers some important information, which I forgot about until I even went back and I checked. This video covers a screenshot of the developers saying that potentially they might bring back Elfbot stuff this year. So like that, there is important information like in that video. I do have a video called how to prepare for Thanksgiving dinner. Not yet. Maybe this year. And Peyton wants to sub the pack and get 3 months of Discord Nitro. Dude, I fucking appreciate it, guys. If you ever want to support, it's honestly a great time to support. It's been a weird month. YouTube memberships, Twitch primes, Twitch subs, PayPal and Venmo donations. They really keep the lights on. They allow me to be here. I could not be without the amount of fan support that I get from you guys. It makes a difference. It only support if I've earned it from you. If you've watched enough hours of my content to get enough entertainment to be worth some amount of money. I really appreciate it. It helps me a lot. But yeah, it's just not. Yeah, I don't want you to only do it if I've earned it from you and you can afford it. For the game, not gonna lie, I don't think they're gonna. So I'm curious your thoughts. I don't think they're gonna like bring back old vanities, Ramel. It's more of like just the piece of content, right? That's my understanding, but I could be wrong. But bring back the mechanics of the Elfbot. Do you hate the Elfbot? Like, love situations is crazy. Yeah, no, I didn't say it very clearly, Ramel. I didn't. No. I wasn't very clear. You're perfect. I didn't say that very well at all. The lava hood situation is crazy. Yeah, that's a great title. Fuck. Good title. Good title. Okay, I think we can finally take the Thanksgiving foods list off stream. I like talking. It's a fun thing to talk about, you know? Yeah, that's fair. I also hate the Elfbot game mode. That's so fucking fair. I would just not play it. Yeah, that a lot of people fucking love it. I honestly don't really like it that much either, but do you PvP with Smooch's Bidget? I love those two. I love Smooch's Bidget, but not really PvP with them too much. They are fucking, I love them. They're really holding up the PvP community. Not in like no disrespect to everybody else, but like I think they're just doing really cool stuff, and like they're really good people, and I love them, dude. Spidget is, I can vouch that Spidget is a fucking real one. I can Omega vouch that Spidget is a turbo real one behind the scenes. He is, I have a lot of, it's been an honor. I'm so glad that he's getting some, he deserves more. He deserves more support, more growth. He's really, really great. Game mode work. The Elfbot game mode is kind of like the Abundant Shrine, if you ever did that. It's like a dungeon. Oh yeah, they're so they remind me so much of like Blunder and what's it called? They're Joey and like the Showdown Schmeemers. They're banter and like they remind me so much of them. I would love to get to 5,000 encounters. I feel like that'd be a really good place to call. Really good benchmark. I'm actually going to add to my Iron Man goals. Get to 10k encounters. I feel like that's a good thing. Cool for the first 30 minutes, then the last 10 hours you were crying through heads bleeding over a couple of bags. Yeah. How were, I literally can't remember. How were the, I forgot to heal. Fuck. How were the Xmas presents earned last year? I don't know why I can't remember this. I have to go watch my old guides. I think Zan said that maybe we didn't even, I don't remember. Encounters. That a shiny Wobbuffet is a great shiny. I also don't recall. Yeah, like what? Dude, event season is weird as fucking Pokemon because like you like black out. You literally, I swear we all black out. You're so overwhelmed, like we just black out and do the content. Must have been fun. Like we just black out and do the content. You guys are so fucking sweet. What the hell? Is it from them? Pokeballs all over the map. Why do I not remember that? That sounds vaguely familiar, like picking up the Pokeballs or whatever. Like a little sparkle effect on them or some shit. Good luck on your shiny hunt here, Shin, by the way. Love your froggy vanity. So if I want to get to 5k, I need like 150, right? 150 encounters. I love shiny Wobbuffet. This is one that I've hunted for in the past. Wobbuffet / Lickitung over at Cerulean Cave. Is that where you got yours? No, Dark Cave. Gotcha. 104k, man. That's cool. Dude, I'm at the point, this is like so privileged, so I'm so sorry for everybody. I haven't been drying a shiny hunt in a while, but I used to go dry all the, if you've been watching my content for a long time, you know I was notoriously pretty unlucky when it came to shunts. Even though I would have insanely lucky moments and insanely, I what was called Patrouski luck when I shot hunted a lot. I would only ever be extremely lucky or extremely unlucky, and that was always the bit. But like overall, I was pretty unlucky on my, like, statistically on my main account. But on my Iron Man account, I've been very fucking lucky. I'm at the point where like I want to go dry. I'm at the point where like at this point, I honestly, it's so privileged, so I'm so sorry, but I kind of want to go dry. I kind of want to go dry, and I kind of want to get a hot, yeah, Kai. I don't know. It just sounds fun. It's just fun. That's how you know things are fucked up. Like that sounds fun to me. How many encounters? I haven't done that many since the encounter count, because the encounter counter, I haven't done that many since the encounter counter. Let's see. It's really not like 61k. I have not done that many total encounters since the encounter counter has been added. It's cool to see that number. That's awesome, Shin. I should have teleported. Whoopsie. That's okay. I don't want to have this number. I don't want to have this number on and make people and trick people into thinking I have like wait a minute. Whoopsie. Hold the guide. My storyline guides were made pretty recently. All my storyline guides should be 1000% up to date. I would say most of my guides that are up to date as well. Some might say like outdated in the title if they're out of date. But most things are updated. There might be a few things that are like my breeding guide is a good example. Like my breeding guide is still accurate. However, there's been a lot of big changes. Like you hatch eggs with incubators. Like there's things that are missing information. Most of my guides, if they're ever out of date, they might be missing new updates or new information like incubators, but none of the information is usually false. But it's not always the case. One of the false things is repeat balls. In a lot of my older guides, you'll hear me say things like, "Oh, repeat balls are the best Pokeball. Buy a bunch of repeat balls." That is no longer the case. Repeat balls are not. They're the worst Pokeball in the game now. So don't buy repeat balls. They got hard nerfed. Same with like net balls. Net balls were at one point super busted, and those got nerfed. You gotta, yeah, that's the main, great question. I don't want people to, yeah, I don't want people to like, yeah, I try to update things where possible. Timer balls. Timer balls are like, I think timer balls are probably the best ball in the game right now. But like the beautiful part, the Pokeball metagame is really healthy. There is no ball right now that's just amazingly the best ball. Like in the past, repeat ball was just the best ball by far. In the past, net ball was just the best ball by far. It was just so broken. Right now, it's the ball metagame is very healthy. There's not really a, you know, wasn't gonna go for Ditto. Repeat balls, so that's the one thing. Repeat balls are good for Ditto farming if you've caught more than 15. That's the one place that repeat balls are meta. That is true. But that's a niche, yeah. Not even, yeah. That's the one place they're used. They're not used anywhere else, but that is true. And it's because repeat balls used to be the best Pokeball in the game, because the way that repeat balls used to work was, it was if you had that Pokemon logged in your Pokedex and you were catching it a second time, you would get a 2.5 times flat catch rate. So like, why would you ever use a Pokeball when you could always, it was just insane. It was, if you had a complete Pokedex, or even like mostly complete, like you would just always use repeat ball. Yeah, that is where dust ball or repeat ball is used, is 15 dusts until repeat, and then yes, that is true, that is true, that is true. Yeah, timer balls for alphas, yep, absolutely. The Pokeball metagame is very healthy because it's like, oh, repeat balls are really good at Dittos, you know, at Dittos. Dust balls are also really good at Dittos, and a lot of catch events and a lot of like nighttime things, and like dust balls are good for Dittos at Johto. Timer balls are really good for alphas. Pokeballs are really good still for a lot of false swipe catching and for catch events. Quick balls and nest balls have popped up in the metagame as catch event ones, but they cost more Pokeyen, so they're more expensive but give you better results in the event. Like the Pokeball metagame is really healthy right now. It's like every ball has a use pretty much, which is cool. Even like the worst balls in the game are probably like the heal ball, but even the heal ball, I would argue, is weirdly viable in like Nuzlocke runs, where you can catch a Pokemon on a route and continue moving on, like in like a dungeon or some shit, and you don't have time to go like heal at the PC or something like that. You can catch it, it'll heal up your mon, you can like continue on. So like there are like storyline runs, like that's probably, heal ball is probably the worst ball in the game, but even then it like has a really niche use. Master Ball metagame, yeah, why complicate? True. At first, good luck to you, Katuzi. Gonna prep 2 or 3 fighting monster winter raids. Which one should go? I already have a decent sun/fire team set up. I think Hitmonlee, Mienshao are really good. It's hard to pick 2 to 3. Hitmonlee, Mienshao. What am I forgetting? In terms of just pure best DPS, Hitmonlee, Mienshao. Blaziken's a good switch attacker that can be in fire end. You might already have a Darmanitan for your fire team. Darmanitan with like a superpower goes fucking hard. Darmanitan just does so much damage. That's what we get to those. Yeah, nest balls are great, dude. Nest balls are, yeah. Have they said? I don't know, Boomzilla. Good question. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I think a small nerf to repeat ball would be very valid. That's probably the only ball I'd want to see changed right now. Like most of the balls are just balanced. Well, okay, we can complain all, and there are problems, but like sometimes we forget the positives. Like it's easy to look at the negatives and be like, oh yeah, the market's fucked, which it is, but we also just got VGC, which is there's things that we've been asking for years that just got added, and instead of being like, yo, Pog, we finally got those, we've been asking for years, we just move on to the next thing. We just move on to no, did I say nerf? I meant buff. Missed. Buffing repeat balls would be the one thing I'd want to mildly see or whatever. Dude, that's so, I'm so sorry. Developing, but there is an agreement also every 2 updates. I'm so sorry, Rumel. That's so sad. I could see myself like an MMO or some shit. I feel like I could totally. No, of course I wouldn't want repeat balls. I just said that the weakest ball in the game missed. Not that, you know, but it's sorry if I misspoke probably. I agree with you. Ready to flame you? No, but respectfully disagree. Kind of an MMO. Yeah, I could totally, yeah. Have a good day, Katuzi, if you're peacing out. Best PvP mons for starting out. Ooh, I think like a lot. Just it's boring, but like just making some of the best mons. Like if I was a new player, I think getting a Garchomp, Dragonite, Scizor. Really boring answer, but those three, they're so powerful and they're pretty easy to pilot. Like these three mons. I find Choice Band Scizor like incredibly powerful and like pretty easy to pilot. Like, there's some difficult things, but like other than that, I would ask PvP players. I don't want to, yeah, because I have a video on like how to get into PvP PokeMMO. I have a video on how to get into it, and I think I have a good beginner's guide for PvP that I think is good and a good guide and worth watching. But after you watch this guide, I would go consult real PvPers. I know the basics. You know, I'm not a PvP. I'm not an expert. Why would I? You know, I don't want to talk out of my depth. You know. FM IRL. That's okay. That's got you guys. That's awesome. That's wholesome. Asked YZ for Shadidlet strats. No. Conkeldurr is another. A lot of the like top used mon. Conkeldurr is a mon that feels very strong, and like you can misplay on Conkeldurr and just like hit a fucking attack move, and like you're probably gonna live. Like you're so fucking tanky. You do so much like you can misplay on Conkeldurr and it's probably fine. Like, you know, just click a move and do damage. You know, like there's. That's what, like with Choice Band Dragonite with multi-scale is so scary, and people have to respect like what if you're Dragon Dance. Like there's certain things like that that are so scary that you have to you can as a newer player you can abuse them, you know. Different Pokemon are easier to pilot and some are harder to pilot. I think a good example is like I'm a really terrible Crawdaunt pilot. Crawdaunt is a really powerful Pokemon under Rain, but he is slow and frail. He's incredibly hard to pilot. You have to like bring him in the right situations, like either sack switch or like vault or U-turn into. Like he's really hard to like bring in. Different Pokemon have different difficulties. It's like if you play Magic the Gathering, you get this. Like different decks, certain decks are harder to play. And it's less easy to see that sometimes in Pokemon, but I think it's very true. I feel like people don't use that word enough, like pilot. I think it's a really good, like, because not everybody plays the same. Not everybody, it's, yeah, to pilot, to be the person who's piloting, you know, functioning that deck. It's not everybody pilots everything the same. Not everything's easy to pilot or use, you know, hard to play. The term I hear in Magic, but not in like other games enough, in my opinion. Oof. I think this is actually I don't know, people might disagree. I feel like these are beautiful. I love these northern lights. That's really fucking cool, guys. I don't like Starmie for that reason. I find Starmie hard to pilot, but I also might just be ass. That might be a skill gap. But yeah, I find Starmie really hard to pilot. This is a common word at Pokemon. Oh, is that true? So okay, sorry if that's true, my apologies for fucking talking out of my ass. I almost never hear the word. Anecdotally in my life personally, I never hear people say the word pilot in terms of competitive Pokemon, but if you're involved in that scene and you hear it a lot, I believe you more. I'm sorry about that. Teams of piloting are quite separated. Yeah, gotcha. Teams of piloting are quite separated. What do you mean by it? I'm not like a, what do you mean by that? More of like a, I don't know. What do you mean by that? You know, what do you mean by teams and piloting are quite separated? I'd love to learn. Dude, fucking hell yeah, Tom. Love my yeah, and it's I just got this crazy Pokemon. It's worth 30k. Fuck. Yeah, too real. Pretty rough. The first Elite Four is always your hardest. Great question. Your first... It's a good thing to remind new players. Your first storyline and your first region is always going to be the hardest. It's a great question, dude. Because after you get the first one done, you can like go to other regions, XP train there, EV train there. You can use the GTL. You can buy good Pokemon. Like all, you know, you have access to way more things. Your first region is always going to be the hardest. Do 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 do. I get some actual work done, dude. Have a great day, Rapid. Much love to you, man. I super feel that. I could just some on views last night. I'm working on leveling up digital counters for her. Yes, yeah. No, yeah. Don't worry about EV trading necessarily in your. If you get stuck, you can think about it, but like, don't worry about EV trading in your first region. It's more of like that's why your first region is so hard, because you can't really do it that well yet, you know. But once you complete your first region, you have access to level 100 Pokemon. You can really start in like more spots. You can fly everywhere. Like, once your first region is done. So think of it as once your first region is done, you can prepare a bunch of Pokemon before you take on the next region. Does that make sense? Oh shit, there is. All right, there's 5,000 encounters. I'm pretty proud of that. I know it's like a small number in the grand scheme of things, but it's been fun getting the encounter counter back up and just doing this shiny hunting. It's a slow process. It takes time, but it's been a lot of fun to get back to it on the Ironman accounts. There's 5,000 encounters, man. Hell yeah. Also like the strat. Also, like this strat that I'm doing, like having to run out of this cave, like I'm not getting 1,000 encounters per hour like you would normally get. You know, I'm probably getting like 600 to 700. All right. Alrighty though, fellas, I think it's a pretty good place to go ahead and call it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you did, dislike if you did not. That's okay. I want your genuine feedback. Comment down below. Subscribe for daily Pokemon videos. I do make videos every single day. I stream on Twitch and YouTube Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support my content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal and Venmo donations really do make the difference. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later and keep enjoying PokeMMO. Peace and Reno, fellas. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been loving streaming. Has been the most fun. Streaming is literally like some of the most fun I've had in life recently, and I love you guys so much. And I do have to just take breaks and I get tired and all these things, but I fucking love it. And it's been keeping me, hanging out with you guys on stream has been keeping me sane and keeping me hopeful for the world. So thank you guys so much. 4 pies. I'll keep it in mind, Cav. Smooge is live. I'll rate Smooge. Is he? Yeah. What's his? I'll rate Smooge. He's like Smooge _ right? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. Go check out Smooge, guys. I'll see you later. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Honestly, a pretty tranquil Tuesday, if you ask me. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace, Reno.